What is up, everybody? Welcome to Sandlot Gaming's Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. We are rolling through the Tomb of Annihilation module and find ourselves on the 3rd level of the Tomb of the Nine Gods. We are 5 level 10 characters trying to find a lich somewhere near the bottom of this thing who is using something called a soulmonger to disrupt the cycle of death. So to figure out how to get rid of all that. Where we left off a few weeks ago, we had a few weeks off. There's been some new additions to the families of our players. Everything really celebratory stuff, but we didn't really want to weren't in a good spot to play on these past few Sundays. So that said, here we are back after I think 3-week hiatus, and we're going to jump in here where we left off. We believe finishing up the 3rd floor of this. There is 1 door left. We have accumulated 10 eyeballs along this 3rd floor. There is a doorway with some eyeballs in it, and we figure we put the eyeballs in the door and it opens up, but some of us are a little afraid that there might be a beholder behind the door, and we're kind of running on fumes right now as a party, and we're not sure we'd be able to deal with it. So that said, let's jump into the group chat and get things started.
I think I would be talking to the missus to figure out exactly what's up, but it looks like it could be okay.
So yeah, I've got these cool little trackers as well. So
yeah, what's that little sundial?
It's basically can track anything. So this is a 10 segment tracker, but then like let's say I wanted
counting down to a TPK.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that would be I think that would be a 1 segment.
1 segment. Anytime I feel like it. Segment achieved.
This after we learn time travel, this is what we'll use to track things.
Yeah.
To go back and fix the mistakes of the past.
What would you...
To right what once went wrong, like Quantum Leap?
Like
so
Superman.
You can basically use these these are just trackers, so like if you want to have danger levels, like let's say you're sneaking into you're doing a heist, and basically the DM decides you can fuck up 4 times, right? You could track that with like a 4-segment tracker, for example.
Threat level midnight.
Right?
Well done.
Yeah, exactly. Threat level midnight.
All right, well, I did the intro,
so we got all sorts of ways to track time.
Cool.
All right, well, let's move you guys over.
I didn't get a chance to see it. Ooh, maybe next time.
I can see behind that door. I don't know if I'm supposed to or not.
Is it Jingle Bitches? Is he with us?
I'm here.
Yeah, I can see also behind the door.
Doesn't really matter that much.
I guess it doesn't.
It does seem like there might be something in there, though.
I guess it doesn't matter if we can't see.
Not just a treasure room.
Oh my.
Oh
yeah.
Wait, I totally.
It has all the hallmarks of Boss Room.
Oh god.
Okay, all right. Well, your characters can't see into that room, but what you see in front of you is a large door that at the end of this corridor, this northern to southern run of the corridor. This door has a large round mirror set into the surface of the door. 10 circular indentations, each about an inch across, surround the mirror. Recap. Yeah, let's do a recap. I think to briefly summarize, I'll tackle this one. You guys basically explored a couple more of the rooms of this floor. Namely, this one directly to your east is where I think you spent most of your time, but you also explored a few other rooms, and ultimately you walked away with the 10th of the crystal eyeballs.
All the eyeballs.
You have 10 of them. You don't know if that's all of them, but you have 10 of them.
Took us a while to figure out that.
The last of the crystal eyeballs says that's finale.
Yeah.
What is the door made out of?
The
it
door
looks
itself?
like glass.
Well, so there is a round mirror on the door. The door itself appears to be made out of metal.
Okay, does it clearly appear to be a door, I guess is the question.
It does. Just you can tell that from like the hallway itself is stone, much like the rest of the dungeon, and this is the way it's set in, there's no doorknob per se. So it's
Our
clearly
adventuring,
like
our adventuring skills have told us that this is a door.
Yeah, this is not just a wall. This is something that is inset into essentially a large door frame. It is metal. It has this large round mirror in the middle of it,
and it looks like it will slide in a direction. Like, is there light escaping from this door?
There isn't any light escaping from it, so it's unclear where it would go.
Okay. I'm gonna go and examine the door a little bit closer.
Okay.
And try to get an idea if there's a special order that we're supposed to put these glass eyes.
Find out which way it opens.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
It's a sliding door, Meryl. I don't care which direction it slides.
Who's Meryl?
It is a sliding door. Because we may well die or live depending on whether you open it.
So you take a look, and you look at each of the indentations. You do see there are 10 of them.
+9. He gets a 10.
You don't see any kind of indication that would suggest an order to them.
Okay. Is there any art on the door?
There's around the mirror there's kind of like decorative filigree, basically just kind of abstract lines that are not carved per se, but molded into the metal of the door. None of it seems to be narrative in nature. Nothing representative of like a creature or.
Does it look like the tattoo that would be found on the small of the back? Those kind of like tribal lines.
Kind of, yeah. If you're familiar with filigree, it kind of looks like that.
Okay. Somebody else want to do something? Because I can keep going.
I would like to pack up my belongings and get the fuck out.
Well, it's been real, guys.
That's super great, everyone. Had a lot of fun down here.
Have we decided if the orbs were magical in any way? We tried casting magic on it and nothing happened, right?
The crystal eyeballs?
Yes.
I don't know that we did.
I guess my only question is if I pulled up the light green one that I have. I think that's the one that I have is a light green one. Yeah, the green. I just have the straight green eye crystal. If I hold that up, does it start to glow, or is there any kind of like pull on it to any of the sockets as I hold it around the door?
Where are you holding it? Are you holding it like?
I'll hold it. I'll kind of hold it like I'm holding an orb, and I'll kind of like hold it against the wall and move it around the indentations to see if there's any kind of a pull or if it glows.
Okay. As you get closer to some of the sockets, you do see that the crystal eyeball starts to pull towards them. It doesn't seem to be pulling toward any individual socket though. As you move your hand around, it's kind of just being pulled essentially to the outside of the mirror.
Okay. Does somebody want to have a different just to make sure that this isn't like this isn't the green one that's just this, it acts in a special way that hold up a different ball to it and see if it pulls the same way? Jackson, can I see one of your eyes?
Yeah. Here's my purple eyeball.
And once again, we'll hold up the green and the purple together and move them around and see if it. I'll play with the balls, but sit by the door.
Sure. They both seem to behave
suggestively, or
you want to make sure that door is closed if you're going to do that, right?
Okay.
You can't distinguish any sort of difference in the behavior of the two eyeballs.
Okay.
I believe I recently collected my very first one from the Wind Room statue. I just like to go and just start pressing it against all the holes and see if it just sticks in one or magnetizes towards one.
So as you approach and you hold the eyeball up next to one of the sockets, it kind of gets pulled out of your fingers quite quickly and gets like lodged into that socket, and you see it rotate in place so that the pupil of the crystal eyeball is facing out at you.
Oh, freaky deaky. All right, well, this is where it wants to be, obviously.
Okay, seeing that, once again, so I'll take one of the eyeballs and I will, like the green one, and I'll hold it against. So, having seen that, like I'll rotate it so that the pupil will be facing me. I want to hold it, so I kind of want to cup it so that I can like be able to pull back on it a little bit, so it doesn't just automatically shoot. I want to see if there's a particular hole that if it's just going to go straight into just the first one I hold it up to, or if it's going to go into a specific one. So I want to be able to test it against multiple, just to make sure that there's not a special order.
Yeah, and you're holding it with in your palm of your hand.
Yes, well, yes, palm out, palm in.
So it seems like it's being pulled indiscriminately to whatever socket your hand is closest to.
Okay. Well, let's just see what happens, I guess.
Good
And just...
good news, guys.
Whoa.
Good news,
Are you
guys.
sure we want to open?
They fit wherever we put them.
Before we do this, do we want to maybe look for Slod to see if we can regain an ally before we open this thing?
Oh, well, that's fair. Call for him. You got the orb, right? See if he's around.
Well, we called for him right before we.
That never hurts. I think it should just be general practice.
Slod, show yourself. Slod.
Every 10 minutes, we should call for Slod.
If I remember right, I've got this stone tied around my neck now, so it's always showing.
Yeah.
So I'll just say, Slod, show yourself.
Do you have thaumaturgy?
You have to do a turn around as you're doing
You
this.
should say it loud. Yeah, you should do a dance. So that he knows. That
Okay, I do a dance. I do a dance and I say, show yourself.
Otherwise, he
Slod.
might think it's still me. Right, yeah, he might get confused.
All right, Gaxus, make a perception check.
Oh boy.
Slod's been inside you all along.
You are now Slod.
You don't. You listen after you try to summon Slod, and you listen and look down the hallway to your east, and you see no indication of movement.
Seems fine.
Do we want to maybe go back and find him?
I think he'll come home. He's an outside Slod. He's meant to be an outside Slod, I think.
Okay.
He'll come home when he gets hungry.
I think that it wouldn't be terrible, given the fact that we know this is going to be most likely very tricky.
Where are we going to begin to look? I guess is the question.
Well, we go back up. We go back up from where we came just to see the place, the place we've already cleared. Just kind of check around, see if we can get him to pop out. I think he might be. I don't know. I feel like there might be a tie between him and the secretary that we found in the floor above this, in the office there, Mr. Withers. There, yeah.
Well, I sure would love to have Slod back.
Yeah.
I do love Slod.
The Rock.
Well, you wouldn't have him.
The Rock. No, but I mean his company. I feel like we.
You guys, yeah. If you guys, that's what you guys. If that's what we want to. If you know where we're going, then that's fine.
We
Nick
have an
doesn't know about Mr. Slithers or whatever her name is. The person's name is.
I mean,
Jeremy does.
Why do you not?
My plan.
Nick wasn't here for that. Nick wasn't here for that night.
Oh, for that night.
But Jeremy
Okay.
was, so he will follow along with the group if we
okay,
want to.
yeah,
If that's the plan, is to go back up to that room to talk to the secretary. I'm okay with that. Like that is something that Jeremy wouldn't have. Nick wouldn't have known to say. So Jeremy's okay with that.
Well, considering the arcane nature of the door, I mean, it might be possible that there's something Withers knows about it, or something in his office that we may have overlooked because we weren't looking for ten-eyed mirror indications.
True. Yeah.
Possible.
Yep.
Guy seems pretty weird. I'm fine either way. Honestly, I just miss the Rock so much. I feel like
I think our plan would be, as we kind of enter each area, each room, I would call out for him to reveal himself.
Yeah, I think
on our way there.
It's probably safest to do that about every 30 feet. I mean, he can be a bit prickly. It's like if you own an iguana that bites your fingers, except instead of your fingers, it's all your arteries and all the rest of our arteries.
Yeah, but if we can get a meat shield,
How far away is this office?
it's just up one level. So we could go back out to the main hallway, go up the steps, and it should be.
We will have to
right there.
crawl our way back in here, or we just want to leave the ropes down the trap room there, or
I would not leave the ropes.
fair enough?
I think we should split up because that works so well for us.
It'd be a bit of a hike. So here's what it'll entail: is us going out through the next room, scampering on down a rope, across a now windless subterranean tunnel, crawling through another sewer tunnel, and then heading out from there back westward to the main room, up a staircase, and then and then back.
Not that bad. It sounds loud when he's describing it, but I'm pretty sure we could blow through it pretty quick.
Well, I mean, it would probably take, I don't know, 5 to 6 to 7 hours round trip.
Yeah, I think that's about right. Yeah.
Well, if we're stopping every 20 to 30 inches or so to call out.
Right. I'd like to sing a song. The Inagata Davida comes to mind. To find slot each time I can sing that, and
do you have lyrics in mind?
The full version each time, just to
37 minutes to the
I
top.
think it would take you guys in real time less than an hour to get back up to Withers.
All right, so
And that's fine.
let's go anyway.
I think it's worth it. Even if we just pick slot up, it'd be nice to have a meat shield. That
Oh, even if we can find out some information from that person about this,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Now that we have a specific intent to the office and the documents therein, presuming he hasn't gone back and taken them all since the time. Oh, never mind. I shouldn't say that in front of the GM before we actually enter the office. But
don't give him any ideas. Yeah.
You're right. I mean, oh no, they're all gone.
Slot is quite the bookworm. He took all the books.
Thoroughly rated. He's a reader.
All right. So is that what you guys are doing? Is heading back upstairs?
To Wither's office specifically.
And as we do that, every so often, every 30 feet or so, I just like to say, slide show yourself, displaying the rock that I have.
Sure.
Do you have the thaumaturgy? So that you can be loud, you can be extra Gandalf every time you're like, oh, that's a shame.
Can I assist him in calling out for slots so he gets...
you mean prestidigitation?
No, but it's not a skill check.
No. Thaumaturgy, it makes you go all Fellowship of the Rings Gandalf when you say things. Yeah.
No.
And also,
I guess I could carry it because I have that.
If you guys have other games, thaumaturgy can also, and it's not very subtle,
well,
but it can slam doors open without you having to touch them.
Yeah, no, I
have mage hand for that.
Am I able to pull out the eye that Ketchum put in? Am I able to remove that?
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
you try to grab it, and it's in there pretty good. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Cool.
There's 2 eyes in there now, right? Because
Only
there's
one.
yours. Oh,
There's
just
only
mine.
one.
Okay.
Thanks to my unique new decision-making style.
It
That
does.
I have a -1 on that, and I roll an 18. I have a +9 on investigation, and I roll.
So it does budge, but you're not quite able to get it out. You feel like it's prying back a bit, and then it goes
That's
right
fair.
back in.
We'll be right back.
In about
Give
an
or
hour.
take. Yeah, 2 hours.
And the eyeball will be gone, and then we won't be able to get in the room ever.
You guys would only be so lucky.
Oh, no.
I know, right?
All right.
Obviously a
You're
boss
like,
room,
no,
dude. They don't make a room like that and be like, there's nothing in it. You're fine. Never happened.
It looks like a gladiatorial arena. I mean, it's
Good news. There wasn't a beholder in that room. There are 2.
They're right.
All right. So you guys head back east.
Some mama
through the room
beholder with a
the,
nest of
the-
baby beholders.
You head through the room with the 2 statues and the pit. You make your way through with some rope
Slot?
through the room with the floating platform, shouting
We
for
miss
Slot
you!
every little bit. You make your way north through the small tunnel, finding yourselves in the
We miss you, Slot.
room with the water puddles on the floor. And the waterfall in the middle of the room.
That's how you hold it. Yeah, you gotta hold it like this.
further west, and you make it to the central staircase of the dungeon. You follow the staircase up a floor, at which point you go around to the southern end of the staircase, head west through the room that has the font filled with some sort of liquid through which the one of the enemies had previously risen, past the spiral staircase and into Withers' office.
All right.
Slod? Show yourself,
Is
Slod.
Withers in here?
He's dead.
Withers is not. The door is no.
Oh no,
Withers is not dead.
he vanished.
He disappeared. Yeah.
All right, he's through. Okay.
Yeah, we very dumbly let him escape.
Yeah.
With
We
a
gave
very
him the
powerful
special
magical
stone back.
He outsmarted the shit out of us.
artifact. He really did. I was just like, as soon as that happened, I was like, oh. We're so
I need
dumb.
my special doomsday device to be able to look. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Here's your
Yeah.
doomsday device,
Sure,
Billy.
yeah, take a peek.
Here you
Yeah.
go.
Why didn't you just say so?
Can I get you another
so-
one?
So can I if he doesn't show himself, can I look around on the desk to see if there's anything referencing him or anything, any of the papers or any of the books or anything like that? Just kind of investigate for any spells or anything that might discuss.
I'll look
Slod.
too and help him.
Yeah.
Are there any more
So-
rats in cages I can grab?
There are none in this room, but you could go to the room to the north, which is the room that where there were previously those dwarves.
They're
working.
probably starting to starve, so if you want any more, you should
It's only been
Get
a
'em.
few hours, man.
catch
Don't...
them now.
We can feed him the dead dwarves.
Yeah. So Meryl, go ahead and make an investigation
fucked up.
check for Gax.
If I help him, does he get advantage?
Yes.
If he's not helping him do that, thanks.
Oh, not needed.
Yeah. So you investigate the desk, and you notice that Withers has a number of journals. He seems to be have been very diligent in keeping notes. And as you go back through his journals, you find an entry. It's undated. It's hard to tell when this was made, but it seems to be several volumes back. Right, he's taken many other not just journal entries, but filled full books full since then. He does have an entry where he talks about Lord Asarak delivering a creature that was incredibly powerful that had to be bound with magic into one of the rooms on this floor, and you can kind of read between the lines and determine that this was the Slod. And he walks through the kind of there's not much history there other than that Asarak is the one that seems to have brought it here, but it does kind of go through where there's talks about how he had to kind of train the dwarves not to fuck the salt up, like you know,
Yeah.
showing
Oh, no.
them and then being
No
like,
touchy.
You're a dead man if you touch this shit.
Yeah.
Do leave the salt alone. Keep it
So-
alive birth. But yeah, I mean, there's not much more in the journal about the Slod than that. It
So
seems
it
like
was exceedingly
it
dangerous before it was possessed by an ancient god.
Yes.
Is that what you're telling me? Okay, great.
So it was taken here by Asarak, placed under the care of Withers, but there wasn't really care. You didn't have to feed it. It's basically just put it inside the salt circle and make sure nobody
Yeah.
messes with the salt circle.
Set it and forget it.
Nothing about where it came from or what it likes or hates or.
No, because again, it was it
Lace Lungs walks on the beach.
Yeah.
from Withers' perspective, it came from Asarak. Asarak is the one that procured it.
Fair enough.
Okay.
You get the feeling, having read through those journals, that Withers really never left this dungeon. Right? He was from Omu. He had mentioned that to you before. And after Asarak raised him from the dead, his job has been to keep this dungeon running and to command the dwarves that reset the traps whenever fools fell into them, and continuously forged new tomb guardians. And you see some other entries in the journal talking about maintaining the gears of hatred, which is something you're not quite certain what what that's about. Perhaps something on a floor below.
Is there anything referencing eyes, multiple eyes, the keeping of eyes in the traps that he was supposedly maintaining?
Basically the next level down, referencing the door or
a beast of multiple eyes, anything with eyes.
Or even the fungus on the walls.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Ketchum, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Ah!
Is he looking in the same book I am? Like, are we helping him?
You guys are looking. This room is filled with books.
We're having a reading afternoon, which probably takes, I would say, 6 hours.
Could somebody pour a nice cup of tea?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you.
2. Okay, I have a pornography inside the book.
Yeah,
I'm not reading the book.
I mean, is it possible we could be helping him look for that?
It's a naked tomb dwarf pornography magazine.
Slots, female slots.
Slots, slots, all kinds of slots.
But can we help as a group kind of like do that, like to give him advantage or something, like looking for whatever we can find on that?
You kind of could have, but
too late now.
You want to call that out before he rolls.
Yeah.
Could you either pull up the map? I guess that doesn't matter. Can I be looking around? So while I'm looking at the books, could I also be looking for a secret passage in the rooms, or is this room kind of?
No, yeah, you can look for. Go ahead and make a perception check.
So bad.
Okay.
Would anyone care to also help Nick?
I would like to finger around the books as well and maybe help him out looking for the book or statuette that
I was like, what did we learn from my own assistant two?
So Jingle's gonna help look for some sort of secret passage?
Yes, I will help him.
Okay. So Jeremy, make your perception check with advantage.
Thank you.
You don't see anything. The bookshelves themselves, you're able to like pry them back behind them. They're not fully fastened to the walls. You don't see anything that would indicate a secret passage.
Great. And where was Slod in this room when we found him? I remember the circle that we found.
His control gem
was in this room, and then you went back and found the circle, and that's
possibly under Wither's, possession. And there was an indication at the time. There was like a clue that it controlled a creature, and I figured they had one creature that we'd seen that was like under wraps.
Okay,
so
and then looking at that, I'll also go back to the desk and search around for a secret compartment on the desk.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Hey, what are you looking for? What are you looking for there? Maybe I can help you.
Yeah, Gaxif maybe should help instead of me.
I'm looking for it's that there was this wizard here. Maybe he would keep a secret ledger hidden somewhere. Something else that he would want to have just on the desk.
Good idea. So, let's do that.
Yeah, you know about wizards.
Let's both look around. Yeah.
You know wizards and their wizardy ways.
I like that. Good job, Meryl. Way to RP that in.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Okay.
Wow, substantial difference.
You do not find anything.
Let's see.
You find a book about eyeball monsters?
Slot's favorite things.
I mean, 28. Please be a book.
You learn everything there is to know about the dungeon.
Yeah, eyeball monsters for dummies.
Good. That sounds like it's up our alley.
Yeah. So you do find a small secret compartment, and you're able to
holy shit!
You're able to pry it open. And inside you find a small bronze statue.
Okay. What does the statue look like?
The statue appears to be of a woman. Based upon the attire, it seems like an Omuan woman.
Based on our adventures in Omu and what my ring is telling me, have I recognized this? Do I recognize who this person is?
Make a history check.
Okay. Because I have my ring that would know of previous things, do I get advantage?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay.
You
Throwing
do
rocks.
you do not recognize who this is.
Okay. Does anyone just okay?
Oh wait, is the statue made of stone?
No, it's made out of bronze.
Which is a type of stone, one could argue.
No.
Minerals, sir.
Okay.
One could argue it.
I found this.
Sorry,
I found this
There's a
bronze statue.
dwarven history check advantage to things made out of stone.
I mean, you could argue
I'm like,
it, but you'd be wrong.
minerals. They're in the stone. It's basically stone.
Okay. But I saw this. Can I tell what the race? It's just an Omuan. It's like there's no. It's not a dwarf of Omuan, or is it Omuan like a certain like Persian person?
So Omu is the name of the city that you are now deep below.
Right.
So a city of Chult. And as you guys have explored Omu and this tomb, you've kind of gotten a feel for what Omuan culture, what kind of garb the ancient Omuans, who are now all dead, would have worn. And this person appears to be wearing that.
Right, because my thought is that in the world in general, that you could be a dwarven Omu. Like Omuans are not necessarily a race; it is a city.
It's a town.
It's a town, but it's not a.
That's true.
It's like
but
Chicagoans.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in Chicago, there's elves, there's humans, there's
Right,
yeah.
You've
that's
seen
true,
Bright.
but-
You know how it goes.
But for the most part, when somebody says Omuan, they generally mean that's a subset of Chultan, and Chultan is a race.
Okay, thank you. That's good to know.
It's a human race. It's just it's an ethnicity, really, not necessarily a race, right?
Okay.
Kelton American.
Jackson, while we keep looking around at these books, finds things, do you want to see if there's any magical properties to the statue?
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely do that. Maybe you guys could look around the desk to see if there's a reference to it in some way while I'm doing that.
Okay.
Is there anything on the stone walls? Actually, now that I remember that I have like an advantage on stone things, is there any sort of stonework?
Yeah. When you look around his office is nearly entirely covered in bookshelves.
Fair enough.
The little bit of stonework that's there is plain
Decorative.
stone. There's no real decorative element to the stone. It's all quite plain and utilitarian. And you kind of peek behind the shelves because some of the other guys have moved some of the shelves back from the walls, and even when you peek behind, it's just plain stone.
Roger that.
And while Gaxif is doing that ritual, adding to the list of things to be on the lookout for as we're digging through this desk would be something in reference to this statue.
Yep.
That I've now acquired. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you so who's looking for that?
I'm gonna start. I'm adding that to my list of things to be on the lookout for as I'm rummaging through books and papers and things of his desk and desk, while Gaxif is casting his ritual detect magic.
Okay.
And to be clear, detect magic is not just on one item; it's within 30 feet. So.
Got it. So Jeremy, you continue to look through the journals, and you do find something that you think might be relevant, and you find something. It's a little cryptic, but it mentions a queen of Omu who went by the name Napaka.
Okay.
We're level 10, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry,
pick
guys.
up the guy and ask, "Are you Napaka?" And I look at the and examine the statue a little bit more as I find this and say, "Are you Napaka?"
You asked the statue that?
Yes. I kind of asked that out loud kind of in like that cinematic, like, who are you? Are you Napaka?
In a whimsical way.
Hoping that she's gonna come to life and magically solve all our problems.
In an Uncharted 4 sort of way, you're gonna ask.
The statue does not reply.
Okay. What if I say it in Omuan?
Do you know Omuan?
Yes.
No, he doesn't know that. You know somebody that does.
He's not saying he does. He's just wondering if he does. Would that make a difference?
Unfortunately, the only Omuan speaker you know is currently Bones sitting in.
Yeah, consumed by locusts.
Hey, go ask him
I'm
anyways.
still sore about that subject. Okay?
All right, so we've learned little, but we did get a fun new statue. So back down to the eyeball room then, fellas.
I'm still detecting.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We'll give
So
it
at
a
the end
minute.
of your ritual, you are able to determine that the statue is not magical.
Is there anything magical in the room?
No.
It's a good souvenir, though. We should keep it with us.
Nothing other than what you guys already.
Other than
carry.
what we have already, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Back on down, then?
So here's our options at this point. We can. So when we lost Slod, he either went up or he went down, right?
Let's go back to the salt works ring.
We can, we can head there. Like we can continue to check rooms.
We're on the right floor for that.
And head back up and back up to where we came in and look for him. Or we can head down and continue on the path we were going. I think those are our two options at this point.
I mean, maybe he was institutionalized. I don't know. You know what? It's for the few minutes, for the, let's say, 2 hours it would take us to go to the salt ring and back. Then I would love to.
It's. I mean, my legs bother me a bit.
I love
the salt
Slod.
ring is about a 5-minute walk.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Let's go back to the salt ring at least first.
Okay, prepare for me to over-exaggerate the time it takes.
And the other thing is he can't. If I remember right, he can't get out up on the first floor. Like that closed behind us, right? There's not a way out of here.
We're all shut out from escape. So
right.
He's
in here somewhere.
Someplace.
Well, there could be worse. There could be like a Slod-shaped like hole in all the walls where he just like ran through everything.
Hey guys, I think he went this way.
We don't know what Slod knows or doesn't know.
I'd like to make a perception check on the Slod size hole.
The last thing I could legitimately support in terms of looking for Slod actively would be going back to the Salt Circle. And then I think our policy would have to just be adventuring as per usual, with asking for Slod every so often. That's per catcher.
Does that mean going in the door?
Unfortunately, due to certain unusual personality factors that Ketchum has.
All right.
Yes.
First of all, time out.
Yes,
it
does.
Guys, let's go check out the salt room first, and then we're gonna go back upstairs and clear out the first floor just to make sure.
I do love that Slod.
Because we're already here, we've already gone up half the floor. Let's just go up. Let's just do our due diligence. We'll clear out the first floor just to make sure, and then we'll come back down.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Ketchum agrees, but goes third in the walking order.
So guys, leading.
I'll go first since I've got the stone.
Yeah, all right, so you guys are going to the salt
room first.
Okay, so you head east out of Withers' office. And Oddmund, you were able to find another rat in a cage from.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Back to 2.
You visit. Despite all his rage, he was still able.
I had no rage. There was no rage, and I am not a rat in a cage. Nor did I find that to be humorous.
So there are several more up there. So you can basically take. How many of those are you taking?
Hang on, let me tell you how many I have, and then I'll let you know.
If he coats himself in enough live rat cages, does it up his AC in any way?
It does not.
My real question is, if I get enough of them together, can I generate a rat king?
Do you want that?
I don't know. Chaos abound. It'd be hilarious. I would like to take 3 more, please.
Okay, so
Three
there's about
more?
5. There's about 5 of them, so you've nearly cleared it out, but you can take 3 more. Yeah.
But you need 2 to keep replicating.
Well, I know because that's a long period of time, and I only have 1, and we're in the dungeon, and that 1 rat I
Yeah, what
used
are you gonna
was
feed it?
quite useful. I don't know that I don't need it. I want 4. I want an even
Now,
number.
what are you gonna feed it? With an F.
Oh, I mean, we got rations. I'll just let it nibble on your ear. How about that?
Decline.
All right, so you grab 3 of those. You kind of hook them to your pack. So they're in those small cages, right? So now they're hooked,
All right.
tied to your pack. And you guys
Good.
can hear them squeak, squeak, squeak a little bit as you guys kind of walk.
Decreasing our
eastward.
stealth score as we go. Great.
So you guys head past the spiral staircase east, past the font, the kind of looking font, south through the door that previously had the 3 zombies chomping at a bit, east through the secret passageway where you found the genie, and into the room with the salt circle with a salt pentagram in it, and an open sarcophagus in the middle.
Slod? Show yourself? Is there a chance you came
There
back to
you
the
go.
room where you were imprisoned for hundreds of years?
You're learning your new standard practice for every new occasion. Summon the slot.
Do you miss your home?
Just go back to your home.
So Gaxus, go ahead and make a perception check.
This is going.
I was like,
You don't see any sign of Slod being here, and you don't see anything that would
15
necessarily indicate to you that anything's changed since the last.
So I'd like to indicate that if Slod really was trapped here for who knows how long, whatever a Slod lifespan is, probably millions of years, that he might also be anti-Acerarak, and if there was wait, hear me out. If there's an anti-Acerarak weapon, per the divination reading we received behind the eyeball room, might be of interest to the Rock.
it's not. Let's just do our due diligence and clear out the top floor.
Well, sure. I'm just saying. Maybe he's going the same place as we're going. We might not have.
Well, the door that we're trying to get into is closed. And we have all the keys.
We've just been assuming he wants to escape from us. Maybe he's going the same place we're going.
Well, he's clearly okay. So far, there's been no indication of that because.
Oh, he couldn't have gotten in that door though.
Maybe the person who lost Slot in the first place should keep their mouth to their.
He got lost. Puppies get lost.
Yeah, when you let them off
Pet
their leash.
slots get lost.
That's why you gotta chip your slods.
It doesn't mean they then hate you.
You gotta microchip them.
Let's just go up to the top floor because I think that the first floor is
Lesson
pretty
learned.
close, right? The ladder up.
Microchip your
It's pretty
slots.
So there, you know of 2 ways.
He just wants to find a
there is
lady
the-
slod. That's the problem.
Maybe it's slot mating season. We don't know.
So there is the main staircase, and there is also a staircase in the workshop room.
Workshop room.
The one
Let's
where
just
the
go up the main one. Right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, just go up the main. We'll just go up the main staircase.
Okay, so you go back up the main staircase. You're now in the central hallway. To your north is the room with the spinning blades and the 3 chests. To your northwest is the path to the room with the fountain.
What do you think, Jeremy? Huh?
To your west.
Wait a
Second
minute.
time lucky?
He's been the one pushing to get back up here. Wait a minute.
Second time lucky on the fountain? We're here. You wanna?
All right. Do we just want to explore around the top? Just.
Yeah, go
I
into each
guess
room.
not.
Slod, are you here? Show yourself. Slod, hello.
I'll be right back,
Okay.
guys.
To the east is
I volunteer for nothing.
To the east is a passageway through a mouth with these teeth. The stone articulated mouth.
That's the yeah. That was the room we couldn't figure out. The tell no truth or tell no truths.
To the west is the glass barrier, the window in on the other side of
Let's
which
just-
is the room with the mask. And to the southwest is the entrance.
Yeah. Can we go down towards the room with the like towards the entrance where we came in with the where the glass was on our west?
Yep.
Right. Head that
Yep.
way, kind of towards the entrance, just to see if Slod maybe tried to escape that way. Maybe. Do we want to try that?
Yes, we want to head back towards the entrance and see, because as far as we know, that's really the only way in and out. So if he were to have escaped, that probably is where he would have gone.
So you head down there, and you see to your north is the large statue carved into the wall. So a bas relief of the demon's head, screaming, its mouth wide open, and beyond, on the inside of its mouth, you see the round space, the room, effectively that housed the shadow demon that is now empty. A little bit further to your west, you see a grate in the floor, below which, as you walk past it, you can hear the sound of a relatively slow-moving stream. And then to your west is further to the west is the glass barrier, and to the south is the entrance.
Slod? Show yourself, Slod.
I'm gonna help him keep an eye out. I call for Slide and keep an eye out for any kind of motion or noise that we would hear coming up from behind us or beside us.
Okay.
Nothing.
See nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
I mean, we didn't think so, but I didn't want to do this and then have it like
Miss
we came out
something.
this far. So let's just go back to that eye door then.
It is time.
Okay.
Go down.
So-
down a level.
You make your way.
What'd you say, Andy?
So we can go down a level.
Going down a level would take you back to the level where there's.
You broke up on us. What?
Going down a level would take you back to Withers' office.
He means down from the.
Down from. So this would
Down
be
to
level
level
up the eye
4,
door.
he means.
I see.
level 4.
Well,
Alright, what do we think is behind this door? Is it death
yeah.
or is it treasures?
What do we
I
think is
mean,
more
well-
dangerous? What's behind this door, or what's on level 4?
see, here's the thing: is that everything worthwhile having in this entire tomb that we've ever gotten has been very hazardous, and we have good reason to suspect that there's an Acerarak killing weapon back here, which we desperately need, and which all of you guys should definitely run in there and go get. But it will be very dangerous. But you're all big heroes, so
What is this
you know.
you all stuff? What is this?
well, also Ketchum was there. I'll be there too. Also,
You're going in first. You're our big, strong warrior.
Nah.
You're the one that goes
yeah,
in
but
first.
I may be needed to block something after we find out what it is. I think the investigative troops should go in first, since we're not sure. We don't know.
All right, let's put our
And our historian was unaccountably eaten by locusts.
let's put our balls to the door.
Do we need to vote? Do we need to vote on this, or do we want to just go?
Let's just go. I mean, are we voting on order, or are we voting on whether or not we're going?
Let's open the door. Fuck it. That's why we're here, right?
I agree. I totally agree with you.
Hold on. I gotta
that's
go
2
skin
votes
the
for
cat
open.
real quick.
Ketchum feels more reckless than he usually feels, and feels like he needs to open the goddamn door.
Can we take a break before we do it real quick?
Yeah, we probably should.
Sure. Yeah.
We should
Let's
take
take
Say
a 5 minute.
goodbye to your character.
Say goodbye,
Yeah.
everyone. Figure out what your backup plans are, and then roll.
Pull out all the stops, folks. This one might be dangerous.
Man,
or we
that's
open up the door, and it's like a Scrooge McDuck thing where there's so much gold we can dive into it. Possible.
it's almost probable. Yeah, one could say. Oh man, I didn't. I didn't want to be the deciding vote there because I went back and I looked at my personal afflictions, and I'm like, there's zero chance that like this could be anything but, you know what I mean? And it's like Ketchum would already be like sort of 50-50, so it's not even like crisis of conscience.
Yeah, we'll see what's back there.
Yeah, we're fucked. No, but I've got.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a big statue to a beholder or something.
I've got a beholder plan that I think might be a game crusher, and because Troy is out, I will tell you. It's because I think because it has all those eyes that it has to see you to cast any of the eye beams, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have blinding smite, which will blind the entire creature, right?
I hope that works.
Disabling the eye beams. I'm hoping. I think.
Are we dead yet?
And
Not
you
quite.
are dead. Create a new character. Game is over for tonight. Early.
I'm telling you, man, there's gonna be so much gold in that room. We're gonna be able to Scrooge McDuck into it.
That one.
There's going to be zero problems at all.
You open the door, and Recto is there, and Gordon is there.
Yeah, Jason is alive again and stronger than ever.
Squawks flying around telling bad jokes and singing songs.
Steve Dark Magic is more horribly powerful than ever before. I have learned some new Warlock tricks since Steve Dark Magic went down that I wish we had used during our campaign. If we ever do like another one, I might try Warlock again with the new Warlock tricks in mind. Yeah.
I'd still love to play a Blade Lock for more than two sessions.
2 turns.
Yeah.
I do one thing. Oh, that's all right. I do another thing. Everyone's dead.
But so much time like picking a goddamn patron and all this shit.
Yeah, no, because the perfect Blade Lock would be an exceptional character under many circumstances.
Yeah.
Except for the exact one that you found
Man.
yourself in.
And then... God, I got this backstory ironed out. It took me 2 weeks. It's like, yeah, you're dead.
Like every great game in human society. If it can't break your heart, then you never really loved it.
Yeah.
So we're waiting on Oddmund to find out how we die.
Yeah, so what are we looking like? I mean, spell slot wise, how we doing? Health wise, how we doing?
I'm doing real good right now. I'm
Not
just,
great.
To start off, I'm 81 out of 85. With a fair chunk of lay on hand hit points left, and I'm only missing a first level spell slot out of
Missing
my
about 20%
4-3-2.
health. About
Yikes.
20% health, and I can't
20%,
get more than
okay.
that. And my spell slots are low.
Yeah, I've got
Shorty got low.
I got one second level, 1 third level, 1 fourth level, 1 fifth level, and that's it.
That should be.
And 3 first levels.
That seems like so much to me.
Yeah, but it's all I
As long
do.
as you don't get hit. As long as you don't get hit.
If you need me to dispel magic more than once, it's not going to happen.
Well, Ketchum has that as well, which I'm sure you would know from our long history of working together. I can also dispel magic.
If you need me to,
I have dispel magic as well.
Oh, wait.
not dispel.
Ketchum-
I'm saying counterspell. Sorry, if you need me to
Counterspell.
counterspell
Yeah, counterspell.
Yeah,
more than
okay.
once, I cannot do
I
it.
don't have that. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, whilst I can dispel magic, I might not be able to today.
I am
And-
super impressed with the
and-
range of these wireless headphones. I
and
could hear you
won't.
guys the entire time, but I have the microphone set to the good one here and not the headphones. So
Oh, yeah.
sorry, I
Word.
couldn't update you. You're like, oh, we're just waiting on me, and I was like,
No, that's fine. No, it's fine.
We were just
We're-
resetting
No,
the board
because
here.
it's good
no,
to
I
know
listened-
where we all are status-wise.
I could hear everything. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Well, then you're all up to date. So how are you doing, like health and?
Health wise, I'm completely full because I used our last rest to roll all my dice that I could.
Whoa!
So I am at 63 out of 63 hit points. I have 6 hit dice left. I have
We ain't getting a rest.
yeah, no, I've got 3 level 1 spells, 3 level 2, 1 level 3, 1 level 4, no level 5, but I can expand my sorcery points in order to get a level 5 back. But my sorcery points are not an action, so I can do that at any time.
I actually think we're in okay shape as a party.
And I have mage hands, so I can just like
Oh well, Mage Hand. Okay, well then we're set here.
yeah, yeah, and mending, so like I can like mend your wounds, you know, and
Question: Mage hands are opaque, yes or no?
I don't think it
Good
says
question. I would guess I'm gonna rule for now that they are slightly transparent.
Because I think there is a like a rogue ability, you know, like the magic rogue that makes your mage hand invisible.
Mhm.
First
So I
time
always
Yeah,
assume,
there
a
was.
spectral floating hand appears.
right?
It's
So I
like an
always
outline.
so since you needed a special ability to make it invisible, I had assumed that it was just like a magic cousin it for everybody else.
Well, I would say it's neither opaque nor transparent. It's in the middle, right?
It's
like
visible,
Jell-O.
but that doesn't mean it's opaque.
Okay.
It's like Slimer from Ghostbusters.
So if it was trying to interfere with somebody's vision
Wow,
by
good
just
call.
being up in their vision, it would be halfway effective at doing that?
No, most spells say if you can see your target. So that's
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if I take my glasses off, in a way I can see you.
I think it would depend.
Can I hit you from 50 yards out?
you look weird without
Nice.
glasses, by the way.
You look
Like
weird your
Millhouse.
whole life.
I know.
This is it's how you live every day.
Well, you look
Okay.
weirder without glasses, I'll say.
Let's
Alright.
see how he looks when we get this door open.
Yeah, feel free to fuck yourself, and let's open the door.
Okay.
All right.
So what are you guys up to?
You knew me without glasses.
Give the
about as long
eyeballs
as you
to catch him, let him open the door.
I walk up to the door and I put my eyeballs in it.
Okay.
Your eyeballs? That can be
I put my eyeballs
Let
in.
them in, guys!
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we let's
I
line
put
up in
my
order.
eyeballs in.
Let's line up in order that we're gonna enter the room.
I think we
I'll go
need an
two.
investigative touch here. Ketchum believes we need someone to.
I'll go 2 or 3.
I give my eyeballs to catch him. Well, the one I have left, the
As long
blue.
as long as Ketchum goes
Oh, no.
last, like he can be the
I have
first
a
one
blue
to
and a
go in.
red.
Yeah, alright. Alright. You know what? Ketchum's feeling unaccountably reckless. He'll take some he'll take some eyeballs.
I'll give Ketchum the blue and the red eyeball.
You guys blue balls.
A blue
Can
ball.
we line up? Can we line up in the
Just
order
the
in which
one.
we're gonna
Just
enter
the
room?
one.
Red hot.
How are we
Bipolar.
gonna enter the room?
Through the door?
Well, let's put the eyeballs in first and then figure it out. Everybody
No,
get me
let's
your
no,
eyeballs.
Let's not do that. Let's line up in the order that we're going to enter the room, because what if something happens
says-
immediately and we need to be in the right position?
Says Ketchum. Give me your eyeballs. Let's go in. Guns blazing. If at all.
Guys,
Or,
line up in the
standard marching order, right?
That's fine. However, let's just line up
Whatever
in order.
that was.
Move your guys around and line up in order.
I can't see half of you guys from where I am, so I'll just stay in the back.
I
only
forget the
person you can't
standard
see is
marching
Ketchum,
order.
I think.
We're in it. It's usually, I think, me, and then
Well,
Jeremy
we have an extra in there, so.
for perception purposes, followed by Jingle,
Hey, Yaka.
yourself, Yaxif, and then Odd.
Yaka, any idea what's behind this door here?
Oh yeah, that's a hell of a question.
No idea.
Your
Wanna
mom.
have him? Let's have him check it out. As long as we're going in there.
10 balls, so maybe 5 dicks? Who knows?
Solid. Well done.
Yaka yaka. It's always
Okay.
fun to laugh before your funeral.
You guys handing me all your balls or what?
Yep.
No, mine are already in the door.
Okay. Everybody else?
You
Give
have
me
my
your
balls.
Sacrifice your balls to me?
I have.
Alright.
My balls are in your hands.
As per usual. Alright, and I just start sort of casually slotting them in the...
Thum, 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 thum. As you add each eyeball again, no matter what kind of orientation you put it in, it always rotates so that the pupil is facing out towards you. As you hold up the 10th and final crystal eyeball next to the only empty socket, it thum, flies out of your fingers, hits the socket, rotates around, looks at you, and these metal eyelids close around each of the eyeball, and the door starts to grind upward.
Can I turn invisible while that's happening?
Yep. All right, so let me go ahead and mark you, the brave hero, as invisible.
Hero.
All right, so the door slowly grinds up, and as you look underneath of the door into the room beyond, you see a domed, candlelit room 50 feet high. Let me go ahead and...
Oh, boy.
How many candles? If it's a 50-foot room.
100-ish.
Oh, alright.
So
that's
many,
a lot of wax.
many candles.
So much fun.
The polished marble floor is so perfectly reflective that it creates the illusion that the room is a sphere. But you can kind of look,
Okay.
and you can tell that it's actually a dome. There are 9 alcoves filled with glittering treasure along the walls. And in the middle of the chamber, a large spherical object hovers under a black silk drape 20 feet above the floor.
Oh, guys,
I
there's
don't like this.
treasure! Good news!
Like
Treasure!
the drape is like covering it.
Okay,
Is
so
it,
Come
Ketchum,
in!
is it moving at all?
Come in, see the treasure!
Ketchum, make a dexterity saving throw.
Of course. Okay, and this is...
Troy's like, oh god, I can't believe he just ran in.
Well, I mean...
Where does character go? 19.
Okay, so as you step into the room, you find that the floor is incredibly slippery, and your feet just slide. You're barely able to stop yourself from falling.
Whoa! Watch out for that, then! It's a little bit slick! Still, though, treasures! So many. Come on in, guys! You're gonna love it!
I'm not saying how that.
You guys want to all run away and let him stay in the room?
Sort of okay with that.
I'm kidding. Okay.
Hold on.
I mean, I guess we follow him in, right? That's what we're doing. I mean,
Be careful.
One of us might want to put in a movable rod in the doorway.
Or tie a rope between all yourselves so that you don't slip too much. So that you're one large rope of heroes.
Hey Gaxa, do you want to put your rod in there to make sure the door stays open?
sure.
That's a reasonable hero thing to do.
Yeah, so let's do that. Let's shove that, kind of wedge it up there, hit the
Especially
button.
considering our recent wine-related troubles.
So as we head in, I will do that.
How much rope do we have?
A lot.
Well, it depends on if we took the 2 ropes off the path on the way in or not. If we did,
So you
we
guys-
have
Are you guys all standing out in the hallway talking about this?
Plenty.
While Ketchum
I'm
is
in the
inside
hallway.
of the room?
Come
Well,
on
Ketchum
in
is
here,
inside the room,
guys!
yes.
So many treasures!
I
I'm
don't-
about to
I'm not
start
going
collecting
this
the
way yet.
treasures.
And so, Ketchum, what are you doing while they are all just hanging out in the
We're
hallway?
going in, guys. We have to
chatting?
go in. He went in.
I'd give them about 30 seconds before heading towards the left treasure.
Oh, we're coming in 30 seconds. I mean, that's not.
Ketchum, don't touch anything yet. We're setting up our fail safes.
Get your fail-safes ready, man. I'm not trying to drown in wine again. Get your asses in here. I'm heading to these treasures.
Don't touch anything, Ketchum.
I will tell.
I think, what if we just to make sure, just as a failsafe, what if we just took a rope and tied it to the rod, and then tied the other end to someone, just to make sure that we have an anchor of sorts, so that we always know how to get back. Kind of have a tether. Do we just have a tether point?
Nothing to help with this.
Ketchum is singing the equivalent of the Jeopardy theme song in his
What does
head.
that do, though? I mean, how does that help us walk on this thing?
I mean, it helps us if a pit were to open up, it prevents us from falling into it. Someone from falling into it.
All right.
I was worried about standing up, much less falling into shit.
It would help you not walk on it, is what it would do.
All right, so tie it to you then. I don't want it tied to me. I don't want a rope tied to me.
I don't want a rope tied to me.
I'm gonna tie my own rope around my own waist and just wear it as a belt.
bold fast choice there, Zach.
Classy.
Love what you guys are doing. Sadly, you're missing out on these treasures, and I'm one turn away from going for the left side treasure.
All right, let's go in. Let's go in.
All right.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait in the hallway until somebody touches a treasure. But I'm telling that to the DM, not the rest of you guys.
Okay.
All right.
Roger that. I wait 10 seconds. 10, 9.
Yeah, I'll take 50 feet of rope.
7.
I'll take 50 feet of rope and tie it. 50. And how high up is it?
I'm gonna go
ceiling
in.
50 feet at the zenith.
Since I'm the one sticking the immovable rod up there, I'll follow Ketchum in and stick the immovable rod up, wedge it in there above the door.
So Jingle and Gaxif, both of you, please make dexterity saving throws. So Gaxif, you were able to wedge the rod. That was fine. But as you step in, you find that the floor is nearly frictionless. It is so slippery. So Jingle and Gaxif both make dex saves. And both of you are able to kind of slide a bit and recapture your...
You'll wanna put your weight on the downward foot, like you're sliding through a tile room with your socks on.
Walk on your on the balls of your feet.
Yeah, you guys are all
you and your
doing risky business.
Risky business slides across everything. Could be a lot of fun in here.
Cue the Bob Seger.
Cool. All right, yeah, I'll work my way in. I'll work my way into the room carefully.
Well, go ahead and make your dex save.
I'm gonna be the one to fail it.
With your 14 decks.
You do not fail it.
Shit with you garbage.
maintain
You
your footing.
You're 10 plus dex save. Shut your mouth. Also, keep in mind, as long as everyone's near me, you're also +3 on whatever you actually rolled. As long as you're within 10 feet of me.
Okay.
Alright, sounds good. So, good to see you guys! Let's get our treasures! And then I'll try to move 1 square upwards. To be cautious.
Okay, you can do that.
Because I now
Kinda
know that it's
tiptoe.
slippery. Yeah, so I'm like, slippery floor procedures.
Why
So
is this
I'm going-
floor? I want to reach down and touch the floor and figure out why it's what's making it so slippery.
So go ahead and make an investigation check.
Physics.
So you reach down and you feel the surface of the floor. It's clearly very flat, very even, very smooth, but you get the sense that, like, as you glide your hand over it, this is slicker than any natural surface you've ever felt. It seems likely that there's something else going on.
Okay. Guys, I think that this surface is the surface doesn't feel real. It feels like it's magical. Or it feels like there's some other kind of force going on, just generating the slickness. Can you guys dispel it? Can we like disable? Can we try to disable this little area, walking path for us?
That's a good question.
I don't.
Some days I feel like maybe I could, but today it's just I don't feel up. I got this rotator cuff issue. I just can't dispel things like I used to.
Okay, thanks, Ketchum, for at least answering the question.
No, I don't think this area
No
seems
problem.
like it's too big to dispel. Is my concern.
A lady.
I don't think I can dispel an entire room like this. Whatever this 100 by 100 room is.
It's a 50 by 50 foot.
Sure. Same thing. That doesn't change my answer.
Okay.
Can I try? I just want to see if this helps.
That and I
Can
don't
I
want to
try-
waste my last 3rd level spell on trying to do that. Honestly, I don't.
Can I try to just take a little bit of water out of my like water skin and kind of pour it on the ground and use shape water to kind of create almost like cleats that around my shoes to get a feel.
textured
is there
surface.
something that I
Nice.
gotta help create some
Use
texture
water
even,
to create a textured surface.
but under my feet.
Yeah, you pour it onto the ground, and have you guys ever seen a video like mercury?
Yes.
And how
Yeah.
liquid mercury kind of floats in a really weird way on top of a surface and
Yeah.
behaves very strangely. That's what happens to this water as soon as it hits the floor. It doesn't stick in any meaningful way. It's like beaded up and just kind of sloshing about. You're able to use the shape water to kind of pull it underneath of your feet, but it doesn't seem to make any appreciable impact on your ability to have traction.
Can I turn them into ice?
Sure. Doesn't help.
How high up is the whatever this thing is?
That's floating 20 feet up. It's some sort of spherical object, and it has a black draped over it. A black silk cloth.
I would like to.
Ah,
I would like to
yeah,
gust.
get the mage hand off that thing. I
I
want
would like
see what it is.
to gust that cloth off of there.
Oh no! Oh Jesus, no!
Just use a mage hand. Just use a mage hand.
So you hold your hand out, and the
What shape is beholder?
the cloth fabric flaps
Round.
around and flies off. And beneath that fabric, you find that there is a iron sphere just floating there. And as soon as that cloth comes off of it, it starts to pulse.
Oh god.
And
oh,
each of
oh,
you,
Jesus.
so
wait.
hold on, wait, no, each of you starts to be pulled toward it. In particular, Ketchum, you're pulled towards it very quickly. So go ahead and please make a just
Cover it back up. Cover it back up.
Stupid magnets.
Yeah.
Damn
Mage hand would be
magnets.
great right now, just to cover it back up again, right?
Oh, who's got a mage
which
hand?
ones of you are wearing metal armor?
I think I am. Let me double check.
So much of it.
Scale mail.
And
Scale mail, that I think counts.
I think that's metal.
yeah, scales are
Yeah.
made of
That is all right.
unless otherwise specified. Like you've got wooden.
Yeah, so
That.
Jingle, you and Ketchum just slide across the floor and are lifted up into the air and doom, like get pinned against this this metal sphere.
Cool.
Gaxif and Jeremy, you feel your packs being pulled toward it. Go ahead and well, yeah, you. What do you do?
I want to make an athletics check to kind of turn and like drop my pack.
Okay. Go ahead and
Yeah,
make your athletics.
I'll drop my pack
I wanna-
also.
Can I make it that an acrobatics check instead of athletics? Because it's a very acrobatic move to
You guys
go
can just
and like drop my shoulders and.
Yeah,
you
I'll
guys
just
can drop your packs.
I'll let it take
That's
my
not-
pack.
That's not. You don't need to double.
I would like to athletically let go of my pack.
Yeah, I've got
You
a
guys just-
4-year-old that can get out of her pack.
Yeah,
so.
you drop your pack, and your pack, as you imagine, flies. Ding, ding. Are either of you carrying weapons?
Other than the ones that are in your hands.
In your hands?
Troy asks rhetorically.
I have I have a quarterstaff. I mean, I'll
A quarterstaff
which,
is not
Which quarterstaff is it? It's just a quarterstaff.
just a standard. Yeah.
It's not like one of your. Okay, all right. Jeremy, what are you carrying weapon-wise?
Let's say I have a long sword, I have a dagger, and does the flame tongue sword count as metal? Because it's,
Oh yeah.
I know it's magic metal. If that
Does a
doesn't count.
sword
Alright, so
count
you're-
as metal? I'm just wondering. Is that
You
a
are still
thing?
sliding across the floor.
All right, I'll drop whatever I need to get the metal to drop the metal. Like I'll let go of the sword and I'll
Okay.
undo my belt and let that go with all my weapons on it.
All right. So you drop all of that, and ting 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 ting, and it flies up into there. Ting 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 ting. Ketchum, one of the flame blade just
I was
right
gonna
above
say,
your
I
head.
was like, hey man! Don't just put bladed weapons at a magnet that I'm stuck to. That's not okay.
This is going great, guys.
So about there.
Yeah, no, great.
Jeremy and Gaxif, both of you make dexterity saving throws
Why?
because you're sliding across the floor still.
Why? I'm not holding any
Because
metal.
of your coins. You're holding
I
coins.
let go of my pack.
Because we got moved at all.
Yeah, you aren't feeling the pull to the sphere. This is more like it's hard to stop. Like you're kind of Wile E. Coyote, spinning your legs and not getting the traction, but you are eventually able to kind of use your balance and lean into it and get yourselves to stop.
Okay.
So Jingle and Ketchum, you guys are floating about 20 feet up in the air. You're with your backs pinned to this metal sphere.
Okay, I'm
Good
fine.
job.
Hey, all I wanted was a boat.
Ketchum, your arms are like pinned against it as well, because I imagine you have metal armor on your arms.
To what degree could I reach any of the other items that had been attached to it thus far if I struggled with my mighty strength?
You can try.
Alright. How close is the flame sword hilt to me, for instance?
It's right above your head.
That is all.
Okay.
What is attaching this to the ceiling? The metal orb to the ceiling.
It's floating.
Nothing.
I cover it back up.
Magic, probably.
Okay.
Hey, wait, hold on. Troy, you went around the room and everybody did it. Are we still doing your turn order, or can I do something?
No, you can do something.
Go on.
We're not.
Yeah,
We're
go.
not in.
We're
yeah,
in
I know.
we're in
you were
brainstorming
going
mode.
one by one, so I didn't know if you had something.
Yeah, I
planned.
was just picking people that had metal shit that were inside the room.
Inside the room. That is a clever note right there. Inside the room. I see what's going on, and I reach into my pack and I pull out this stone egg that I have here, and I just want to know if anything happens.
You just hold it.
Well, I look deeply into it and I say, if you're in there, I could use your help.
Let me just double check here.
Look deeply into it. Into
Long-
No.
its immediate stone surface. I look deeply into it.
No, nothing happens when you hold the egg.
That is very sad. Okay.
Quit holding your eggs out there and come do something.
I put the egg back in my pack, and let's see, what could I possibly do at this point? Somebody else think of something while I'm thinking of something. Maybe
I
Drop your
am
metal
stuck to a
stuff.
giant metal sphere.
Oh, and
Drop your
Jingle,
metal
oh,
stuff and
I
come
have-
get the treasure.
wait.
Jingle
I happen
Yakka
to do
flew
something.
through the air and ding right next to you. And Jingle's like just or Yakka's just stuck to the metal sphere talking shit.
I
No,
would,
Yaka,
I
yaka,
would like
yaka.
to. I would like to use my mage hand to
He's
cover
made
the
of
sphere
metal?
back up with its new attachments.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
I think you
canary
got
the metal
the
sphere.
range for that. Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
you use Mage Hand to lift up the drape and drape it back over top of the metal sphere.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so as he does that, as the drapes over top, Ketchum and Jingle, you guys both are released and drop down to the ground.
Ugh.
If this is Apex, you wouldn't take fall damage.
I don't take fall damage.
But Ketchum, you take 2 fall damage.
ah, brain dough. All right, so can I pick up that flame blade there?
Yeah, all of the packs. That's true. All the packs and all the weapons fell to the ground. Yes, you could pick it up.
Aye, let's just keep that cover right where it is then.
We'll do that then. Pick up that flame blade. The other people can pick up the rest of their stuff. But since I got that seems pretty good. I'd like to head over to. And should I move my own character at this point?
Yeah, just tell me where you're going actually, and I'll move the character.
I'm
Ketchum.
pinging it. Pinging it.
Ketchum, thanks for
Seriously.
picking up my sword.
Studiously ignoring requests from our party leader. Heading over to this the treasure pile.
Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
All right, so you risky business slide across the entire floor,
Woo!
and your feet kind of catch against the wall at the end,
Stop!
and you're looking in one of the
eventually I'll
alcoves,
stop. I'll hit the wall.
and you see that the alcove is filled with copper, silver, gold, thousands of pieces of coin.
Don't be careful. Don't touch anything. Seems like a trap.
Well,
I'd like to
but I
skate
mean,
back towards the door.
Why wouldn't we want thousands of pieces of gold? I mean,
Not debating that fact. I
Okay.
want that also.
lots
But
lots
let's
of us
think
could
about
use
this before we
such
take it.
things.
We will take this gold, but let's think about it.
Oh, we're gonna take it?
Now
Okay,
we're-
great.
now-
Well, I've absolved of all responsibility, and I'll just grab like a handful of gold, not the silver or the copper. Obviously, we can't carry all of it out of here. That's impractical.
Great.
Okay. So, as you grab that gold, you, Jeremy, you hear a voice off to the northwest of you, and only you can understand it. Everybody hears this voice, but only Jeremy understands it. And you hear the voice say, "What ugly, imperfect creatures."
Ugly, imperfect creatures.
Imperfect, yes. And let's see. Ketchum, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Do that.
Okay. You everybody else sees a purple beam fly this way, out of thin
Fuck.
air, materializes and hits Ketchum. And Ketchum, you start to feel yourself slow down, but you're able to shrug off the effects. And
We're dead. We're dead. Yep, we're dead.
all right. Jeremy, you saw this beam. You heard this voice come from to your northwest and from above, actually.
Okay.
What do you do?
I look the direction that the voice was coming from.
You don't see anything there.
Okay. Is that because of my line of sight? More or less.
You don't
more
see anything
likely.
there.
All right. Say,
Why don't you tell me why I don't see anything?
It's like, is it because it's full of magic, or do I have my eyes closed?
say hello. Who's there?
You hear the voice respond. You are no match for Belcors, the Unseen.
Okay. Well, if we're no match for you, then what is the fun in defeating us?
It will be much fun for me.
That's
Oh, I
fair.
figured that you were gonna say, and then he did something like that would be.
No.
And then he shoots you across the room.
No, you were hoping.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna. I want to try to move around a little bit to the northeast and try to get a different angle on the room itself.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh God, here we go. For purposes of just what we need to know, every time we move, we need to make a dex, or every time we make any kind of.
I'll let you know when you need to do it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to move and is that where did you want to go?
I'm kind of figuring that out now. I'm trying to see where my line of sight goes. So this room is completely lit with candles itself.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna move. I'm gonna keep looking around to the northwest, just kind of sliding closer to the northeast to catch them as I'm moving up.
Okay. You still see nothing.
Still see nothing. Okay. Interesting.
He's just as unseen as he said he was.
Okay.
Been nice knowing you guys.
I know. I kind of sound like Jeremy too.
This was fun. This was fun.
Wait, his name was what? What is his name?
You can see it in the turn order there.
Oh, okay. Jingle.
I actually
I don't
can
actually.
only see.
It's-
I can only see his
it's
little
blank.
monster symbol. Yeah,
Really?
it is blank. Yeah.
Belcors.
Belcors. Okay. Okay. Okay, Belcors. I got it. Someone else go. Pass. I can't think
Okay.
of it. I can't.
Jackson.
I'm just stalling.
Fair enough.
Yep.
No, you tried to
Jackson,
look. You
if it's
tried
your
to
turn.
find him. Yeah, that's cool. You got 6 seconds. They won't all be amazing.
Where's Jingle right now?
Jingle is on the ground, just a little bit north of you.
I'm Jingle, bitches. I just want to be able to say that before I died.
That's your turn.
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna.
Oh, maybe it is.
Are you not even in the room? Like, that's horrible.
Jackson's in the room.
No,
Go
it's
big
not
or
about
go
Jingle.
Oh.
Okay.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Can I? I'm gonna cast see invisibility.
Oh! Who knew? That's your
That's a
repertoire.
thing you had loaded up? Holy
Wow!
crap!
I know, right?
Nice.
Holy
Nice.
crap! I was
Okay.
getting ready to unleash one of my rats.
I know. I was just like,
Well, only
Well-
he can see it.
Only I can
was
see
like-
it.
Doesn't matter.
yeah, but
so
still,
you
you
see,
can point.
Yeah.
You can
So
point and gesture.
No, I did this when we found Slot. Remember? That's how we saw Slot.
Nope. Don't remember.
Oh,
So you
yeah.
see,
no, I do
so-
remember that. Yes.
So Gaxif, in the northwest corner of the room, floating high near the ceiling, you see that.
You were wrong, Nick.
You're so wrong.
So wrong.
So you can see it. I'm not going to put them on the map,
Christ
but for the
almighty.
purposes of anything that you need, you can see them.
Northwest.
How high up?
Roughly 40 feet right now.
Okay. And that makes me uninvisible as well, by the way.
Does it? Okay.
Cast a spell. Yeah, I'm not gonna move.
Let me ask, Troy, is it a action or a bonus action to grapple?
I'm pretty sure that's an action.
That's an action. All right, that's my turn. Yeah, that's all I can do. I mean, that's my action. So
Jingle, as your turn arrives, Yaka is talking to you, and he's telling some sort of awful joke as he kind of floats this way. As soon as he gets there, he stops mid-sentence and just drops to the ground. Clank.
Very cool. Okay.
I feel like I should do the same thing.
Me too! Ah!
oh, I'm so dead. Oh,
Feign
What's
death.
the punchline? What's the punchline?
we'll never know.
Pop one magnitude! Pop one!
What's he gonna say?
I am going to cast
Don't.
fog cloud. Right here.
Okay. All right. So let me try to draw this real quick. Is that correct?
That would actually be one more over and one more up.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am going to attempt. I'm going to attempt to slide back. I'm going to call it next to Gaxa.
Okay. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. All right. So you Tom Cruise slide.
Yaka, stay where he is.
You did. He hasn't moved or made a single noise.
Oh, that's bad.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
That's his play dead
right.
spell.
All right. All right. All right, Jeremy, make a Constitution saving. Actually, Jeremy and Ketchum both make Constitution saving throws, please.
Okay.
Here come the eye rays.
I get +3, right? Because I'm within Ketchum's range.
Not for a saving throw, I don't believe. That's for
Yes,
skill checks.
it's only for saving throws.
Only for
Oh, is
saving
it?
throws, he gets
I see.
+3 to his roll, yes.
Okay. Yep.
And I will get +4 to whatever's coming up here.
You don't have advantage though.
Correct. Yeah, that's mistaken.
Yep. Okay, so both of you, you all see these rays go, but neither ray seems to take effect on either Ketchum or Jeremy. Then you see a third ray strike out at the canvas, the cloth that's covering the orb in the center of the room, and that ray turns into a hand and sucks or just lifts the cloth off of that orb and drops it to the ground.
Okay.
Ah!
And Ketchum and Jingle are immediately brought right back. Ding! Ding! Just a second, guys.
Can I?
Gotta be honest, that could have gone a lot worse. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna try to Castlevania this real quick.
All right.
Can I animate this real? Can I animate this?
In what way?
Okay, so as Ketchum is like flying back, can I set a reaction to like jump up and do a kick and kick the flame sword in the direction of where the beams were coming from?
No.
I mean, if I can't, I can't. That's fine.
Yeah, that would use your reaction. Like, I don't really. Well, all right. I'll let you use your reaction here. It's gonna be hard. This is gonna be very hard. You do an acrobatics check.
Whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Whammy.
No, that's not gonna be. That's
That is not
gonna...
enough. And go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. All right. So you leap up, and you just miss Ketchum as he's lifting up and raising up into the air. You land back and nearly lose your footing, but you're able to stick it. And
I would have been awesome to like kick the sword at
29, he lands on his hands and he's fine. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So Ketchum, you are pretty trapped. You can't really remove. You are currently under the restrained condition.
Does that? Can I cast a spell under that? I'm sorry. Can I cast a spell under that condition or not?
Depends.
Sorry. My bad.
Thank you. Oh, depends. Okay. Well,
Depends on what.
Oh God,
the
I
spell
could use
requires.
that.
A
Yeah,
verbal
sorry.
spell you could do.
God.
Which
no,
that
wait,
is verbal.
No, wait, not that one. Sorry.
Okay. But that
that's
one, for instance, you could.
and I may yet in this slippery field, but it was actually the spell below that I was aiming at for this time
No.
to see what it was, which is Moonbeam. Come on, Moonbeam, show up. Yeah, let's see. So yeah, okay. Why? What do I have to do to show Moonbeam in the fucking text? Why? I've got a C on it and a orb.
Click on it on your spell sheet.
Okay, there we go. No, okay, because it was asking for a level. Let's just say I cast it at its level here. 5-foot radius cylinder until the spell ends. Dimly, when a creature enters, is engulfed in ghostly flames. It causes severe pain. Must make radiant damage around. Save change or makes a saving throw. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily outline it in any way. It doesn't show me it.
Correct.
Right. Shit.
Why can't
Okay.
you see it, Gaxif? I don't think there was no concentration on
The
that.
fog cloud.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah. You can still see invisibility. You just can't see shit.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Not at the
Alright.
moment.
Well, you should still see. Okay.
So,
Can't see you.
It can't see me either. So yeah.
yeah.
It has 10 eyes. I'm pretty sure one of them has a C in invisibility.
I have seen
All right.
invisibility and I can't see it. So
But
I'll
you
use-
are not. But it's because your field of vision is blocked by the fog.
So I
was it.
think Can you show me where I remember the beams coming from as of 1 second ago? Like a sniper shot?
1 in
Okay,
4
that-
shot, buddy.
1 in 4 shot. All right. Okay. So I will do an ensnaring strike, which is a channel divinity.
But you cast
Thing?
Moonbeam.
I did not. I was looking at Moonbeam. I declared no action there. I will cast an ensnaring strike on this cube, the lower right. Okay, and ensnaring strike is this.
You have to hit it with a weapon attack.
Oh, son of a! Never
It's the
mind.
first line, dude.
All right, pick an
It
attack.
is.
This is the third. Like you gotta one of these you have to actually do.
Can I sneak around the orb in any way?
You're
No.
attached to the orb.
I can't
man.
hear you, Troy. I can see your mouth moving.
You can
but
see his mouth.
The answer is no.
You can't move.
I can't.
Oh,
see.
I didn't need to hear him to see him say no.
Yeah, I thought maybe Troy was using his ventriloquism and he was mouthing no, but he really meant yes.
He was
Then
just
I'd like to
shaking his
hold-
head.
Then I'd like to hold. I'd like to hold my action until I can see our opponent. At which time I would like to Misty step to that opponent and
Behind the
grip him,
Behind
not
him.
grapple him, but
Okay.
become into physical contact with that creature
behind him.
That-
You want to take a step behind him.
behind
And
him.
that's
yes.
that's grapple. If you wanna be like entangled, grapple.
No, just like I could be like massaging your shoulders, but not grappling.
He said,
Okay, fine. All
Your
right.
arms would still be free to do what you will.
To
It
be
will
fair-
have it will have no effects of the grapple.
You
know.
All right.
Right.
So Oddman Zig.
just to make sure that, Troy, just to make sure he said he wants to teleport behind the beholder to grapple him.
I did.
Okay.
When you can
To
see
not
it, I get it.
grapple.
When he gets that, yes.
To cling to.
Okay.
Cling to.
All right.
If and
Oddman
when
Not
Zig.
grapple.
Yeah.
Like if you're riding a
yes, we
dragon,
know.
you're not grappling. a dragon.
Where
I just-
is the
it's
covering
important,
for the
Nick.
orb?
This is very important.
On the ground, like right next to it, basically.
I would like to use my mage hand to cover back up the orb.
Okay. Catch 'em and Jingle, you drop back down to the ground.
Look!
This is getting old.
And then I
Catch
yell
'em,
at
you take
everybody.
four. Catch 'em, you take 4 falling damage.
Keep taking all this damage from falling.
And I yell into the room, I don't think the treasure's worth it. We all should run.
No, it's an Acererac killer. It's gotta be done. He's set here
Maybe
for
the
a reason.
beholder is the
Wait,
Acererac
hang on.
killer.
I'm sorry. I don't want to do this, but can he see the orb?
Me? Yes. Why would I not be able to see the
Because
orb?
of the fog cloud.
He could see half
hello.
of it.
You can see this corner here, can he?
See the back
You
end.
don't want to know what I'm going to do if I can't see the orb.
No, but he knows where it is, and he could probably see the back end, and it's the
And I've
main
already done it
structural
once.
feature of the room with a clear central pedestal that goes outside the fog cloud.
It's not a pedestal. That's just representing the cloth.
Well, there you go then. He knows where the
No,
outside
I
of the
don't- I
cloth
don't-
should be exactly.
I don't think you can see it. You guys are still stuck there. Catch 'em. You can give yourself your 4 health back.
Okay.
And so Oddman, that didn't use your turn because you just didn't even.
Alright. Give me a second here. I need to look up something real quick. Okay, fair enough. We're going to cast everybody's favorite Ice Storm. Woo! Great, cool. I'm gonna
Plenty of
cast
room
Ice
to
Storm.
do it. Yeah.
I'm going to cast Ice Storm right here. And no, it's not. I have to use a sorcery point to save your asses from not getting hit.
How many of our asses?
Well, would it like to be Jingle and not you? Because I could do that.
No, it pounds the ground.
I've got resistance against
Oh,
spells.
It falls from the sky.
Oh, in a cylinder. Yeah, good call.
I'm just saying, if it has to be only one of us.
I would prefer
No.
to not get hit.
No,
Then
I know.
have it be
it's,
me.
It's the same number of points whether I save both of you or one of you. So
I think you should just
Sorry,
save me
that's
then.
meta. Yeah, because Ketchum would definitely not be saying that right now. Ketchum would be saying, "Fuck all y'all, die in a fire."
thank
As
you
long
for
as
the
I get it.
interruption, though, because I'd like to proceed with my turn if that's cool.
By all means.
All right, very good. So Troy,
Yeah.
one...
Can you post a spell for me, just so I can read it?
Yes, of course. I'm gonna hit it. I'm casting at level 4. Why did it? I have it as normal. Okay, so and then I guess I have to copy pasta unless if what is here. Just grab that. What's the thing that puts the text in with it when I click it?
I'm not sure.
Somebody was saying how to do that earlier. I forgot.
You just click the spell in the spell part of the spell chart.
Yeah, that's what I did. It didn't do it.
It only does that if you drag it from the compendium to your spell chart when you put it in your spell chart.
I did the same thing. All right. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so hang on. Before we do that, I just want to show you where I want it. It's right there, northeast, directly northeast of Yaka, and I am burning a sorcery point to save my dear friends.
All right. So this hail starts to just form on the ceiling of the dome and crash down, and you see a lot of this hail kind of start to crash into this kind of invisible cylinder floating in the air over here, as well as crashing down upon the floating sphere that Ketchum and Jingle are currently stuck to. Let's see. Dex save. I assume a 17 passes.
15 was the...
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's he's going to take 8.
Wow.
Does the ice
more damage than all you all been doing?
Does the ice cling to the floating form of the thing?
No, it does not. It does seem to
also...
have very slightly damaged the orb that you are stuck to.
I would also like to point out that this also causes difficult terrain in any floor surface it hits.
We've already got that.
Yeah, but this one might be grippy, not slippy.
Oh, that's true. Grippy might be better. Yeah. Good point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
All right. Anything else, Odman? And that's until the difficult terrain is until the end of your next turn.
I believe so. Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anything else for your turn?
Thus endeth my turneth.
All right, Jeremy.
Did we see where the ice was adhering to whilst he was casting it?
Yes, you know that it was
in this 4-foot square.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And you know roughly how high it was, but you can't see it. Like, you know generally where that got.
Generally, yeah.
Okay. And his name's still not sure. I'm sorry. What was his name?
Belcors.
Belcors. I'm gonna write that down. Belcors. Okay. Talking with my ring, like, do I have any chance of trying to? Do I have any chance of trying to reason with the beholder? Like, going through the adventures of like kind of making a history check.
If you want to talk to your ring right now, that's going to be your turn.
That's fine.
So that's what you want to do?
Yeah, I want to try to read. Yes. So what I'm trying to do is do an insight check. Not an insight check, but to see if there's any reasoning with a beholder.
Okay. Make a hold on a second. Yeah, I'm gonna call that insight. Make an insight check. Okay. Based upon what you know and what the ring kind of quickly tells you telepathically, it depends. Like, these are sentient.
Depends. The least useful answer ever.
These are sentient creatures.
Okay. So they could be, they could not be, but like it's okay.
It's just like a human, man. Like, Like, can you reason with the human? Generally, yes, but some voted for Trump.
Maybe.
Solid.
Wow.
Solid.
Wow.
Well
How
done.
long have you been holding that one in the can there?
I like to think
That's
about
like
1
something you wrote
second.
weeks ago.
No, it was good. I love it.
Like, if someone asks, can I reason with?
I got this. It's
All
on the
right, so
sticky
that was
on
my
the
turn.
side
So
of
it's
the
Skaktiv's
monitor.
turn then.
You still have your movement, but that was your action. You have your bonus, like that used your action, but you have your bonus action.
bonus
your
and your
action,
movement, yeah.
movement.
That's
All right,
awesome.
I say, Belcors, we're not here to fight you. We're not here to fight you. We are here to we are here to put an end to Alcerarak.
You fight like flumps.
Oh, he called you a flump.
That might be the case, but we need to put an end to Alcerarak's death curse and his reign on this world, and we need help doing that. And we're looking for ways to be able to stop him.
No response.
Okay. Skaktiv, I guess that'll be my.
How's that diplomacy going down there?
You know what? I have no weapons because someone stole mine, and
No one stole yours. It got stuck to an orb. If
you
anything,
literally stole my weapon, so that's fine.
stuck to an orb again. Because I didn't hang on to it when it got stuck to it the second time.
Yeah, it is definitely stuck to the orb.
It's-
Hey, did we save
Main-
before we went in this room? Did we save? Or
Reload, please.
Okay, I got an idea, guys, for my next one.
All
if
right.
no one does.
You're gonna have to start doing
Can
damage.
I know.
No.
can I see
I know.
the
I'm just
orb?
saying. I have a thought.
No.
If I move, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move to my right, just a couple feet.
Stay ahead of the fog.
Make a dex
Go
save.
ahead and make a dex save, yeah. Oh, all right. You barely retain your footing. The orb is still obscured by the fog cloud.
How is it so obscured by the fog cloud?
It's in the fog cloud.
It's in the fog cloud.
The whole thing?
Yeah. This thing that wraps around it, that's not actually the orb.
Oh, okay.
That's
The
just
orb
the
is the
frame.
round
Yeah.
part.
The orb
Yeah.
is only the inner circle. Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Well, I didn't think that was going to be the case.
The rest of it is the cloak. The
Yeah.
orb cloak, as it were. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I'll let you take back that movement since that was like. math
Gaxif,
based,
save me!
not
I'm
with-
stuck to the orb.
No,
If you'd like to take back the movement,
no,
you can take back.
I appreciate that, but I don't think. Like,
Because you were in the fog cloud to start with, right?
yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but I don't think
so-
that's. Like,
You
if
may
I'm
make it-
somebody
make
that was
one
standing in the
map
fog cloud and I'm like, well, I just got to get out of this fog cloud, then I can see everything. And I get out of it and I still can't see everything, you probably shouldn't allow me to get back
Well,
into it. And
if you want to
I'm
know where
fine
the
with
orb
that.
is, just like pick up a fork or something, and you'll find out where it is in a big
Well,
hurry.
I want to know because the spell I'm going to cast requires me to be able to see it.
Yeah, me too.
And if I
That's
can't
where we
see
both
it,
are, bro.
So here's what you can see: is you can see Ketchum outside the fog cloud, dangling from something that is obscured by the fog cloud.
so my question is, seeing that as a very
Immediately
seasoned
behind my
wizard,
back.
I feel like I'd be able to tell
Very seasoned.
what is holding Ketchum in there, and I could cast something directly at what his back is attached to.
I think that's likely, yes.
I'm immediately attached to this.
And I would like to
Damn it!
cast Dispel Magic.
Okay. All right. So, as you cast that, Ketchum and Jingle, you drop to the ground.
Damage, catch him again.
Again, here it comes
You
again.
take 7 damage. Falling damage, Ketchum.
So many times.
You give me nickel and dime ya.
all of the weapons and packs also fall to the ground, but also this enormous sphere drops out of the sky, lands against the polished mirror floor, and all these cracks spread across that floor, across the entire room.
Point
like
team.
The entire room. Like if you've ever seen a tempered glass window when it breaks, and it just millions of small cracks across the entire thing. That's what the floor now looks like.
Awesome. Well done, Gaxif.
I would also like to take a step back into the fog now.
Okay. Make a dex save.
Fuck!
Still? Even with the crackedness?
Actually, no, you're right. No, you don't have to. You're able to get enough traction because of those cracks that
nice.
you're able to move.
That's what the cracks are for! Obviously, that's what the cracks are
Nice.
Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah, no, it's not a reminder. I just assumed that it broke the...
Okay, yeah. Then I'm done in the fog, right there.
Okay, Jingle.
So I'd like to reach. I'd like to reach through the fog, and grab Yaka and just yank him back into the fog. Just sort of like kind of cartoony, an arm come out, yoink, and just kind of drag him into the cloud.
Okay. That's your first thing you want to do?
First of all, save the cartoon skull. Not any of our valuable party members.
All right.
All right. That was a free action.
I appreciate that. I was hoping maybe something there. So next, since I can't see where this beholder is, I'm gonna drop down.
Indiana Jones style, like grabbing his hat.
Yeah, pretty much. Just the arm yoink.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop to a knee, and then I'm gonna pray to the gods to help us in this moment.
Oh wow.
Okay. Hold on a second, please.
Holy shit!
I mean, this is an ain't gonna happen roll, guys. So, but it's
D100.
I can't target him, so it's worth a shot.
And we need below a 10. A 10 or below.
Yeah, I have to roll a 10 or below on a D100.
All right. Yeah, let's do this. Go for it.
Do it.
1 in 10 shot.
Oh, so not what we.
Can I give him my inspiration point?
Sure. That won't fix
Nope,
it.
I don't have one. Never mind.
I'm not gonna use my inspiration on that. I'll use it. Why not? I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it.
There's never a time to use it, and if it works.
It works! Oh, it's amazing! Oh, fuck yeah! Wow!
For all the shitty rolls we've had,
it's
finally.
Okay.
Oh, it's like the Olympics.
I have yet to use the inspiration the entire time we've switched over.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I was gonna go get a beer. I'm so glad I did not.
So my god is Telos. Right. If that matters, my god is Telos.
Telos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we go get a beer while you figure out what Telos is gonna do?
That'd be great. Yeah. That'd be great.
Okay,
all right. Bio break, everyone. Bio break.
Yep, be right back.
Oh, that was amazing.
Oh, how am I the first one back? Troy, how's the new kid? I know you're reading, but how's the new kid?
He's, as I told Nick, he's babying it up, doing baby
Yeah.
things.
Mine's a
They're all-
fatty.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
90 percentile in weight for a 7-week-old.
Nice. Awesome.
He weighs almost 13 pounds.
Wow.
Whoa.
All right, I'm back.
It's like as much as my 3-year-old weighs.
Yeah.
Just want to
Hey.
say to all you naysayers who said not to use the inspiration point, good job, Andy, for not listening.
So,
this might be peak D&D for me.
No, that's
so-
a top 3 moment for sure.
Living on a
Andy,
prayer,
Andy, it does
boys.
say describe the assistance you seek. How do you implore Talos?
I would like to have Talos help destroy this beholder.
Okay.
I'm really glad you didn't say to bring Waka back.
I want my friend.
Save my joke skull. No, we would have killed you.
Yes, you would have been out of the group.
Yeah, the band would have broke up, and you would have reformed without you.
God, I love D&D.
That was awesome. I mean, that's the only time I can think of that getting a 5 out of 100 is a good thing.
Like, what?
Oh
Our
my
rolls
God.
suck. Our rolls have sucked for 10
There's
levels.
no fucking way in hell I just wasted an inspiration point. So
You
stupid.
did not waste it.
No, it's like our rolls have been low for 10 levels, so why the fuck not let it, come in handy for us here finally?
It was incredibly like, no, I'm doing it again against
It's
my
funny,
own interests, and it
is
worked.
his
It's like the
first roll-
lottery.
His first roll was 1 point off being in the top 10%.
I know, that's right. It's like it's in the wrong fucking percentile.
It's like you won the lottery. It's
It's on the
like,
wrong side of the
it's like
slide.
you did something that you knew was dumb, and it worked, and you killed it.
It's a
Oh,
killer's fantasy look.
Yeah, it's exactly. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, it's the reason I have one fantasy championship.
I think you just reveal him.
Jingle, are you holding a weapon?
I have a mace
Nice. Okay.
and a shield.
All right, so you drop to your knee and you implore to your god Talos.
Please,
Bill
Jesus.
Belichick.
Please save me from this decimating thing.
Talos Belichick.
Some of the little bits of hail that had fallen to the ground north of you previously quickly melt, and you start to see electricity arcing between all of the little water droplets, and the water comes together and starts to swirl upwards, and you see this man form just out of the water with a long gray, an eye patch. He's wearing this kind of golden cloak, and he has this booming voice where he points to you, Jingle, and he says, "You have been heard," and you start to glow. And let me see how I can post a spell here. Just a second.
He's like, you heard? Battle just took a turn, boys.
Hopefully, we hope.
He
It's
rolled.
still, it still has.
It doesn't sound like it's killing it for us.
We've still done 8 points of damage to this thing. Is that right?
Yes,
Yeah.
all of 8 points
Yeah,
with
so.
no
It
way
has,
of
like, it
finding
actually only
or
had
hitting
9
it.
hit points.
So is he
Right.
bloody? Do you think he's bloody yet, or?
Yeah, is he bloody? Is
Bloody
he really
cool.
hurting?
I don't can't see him.
All right, so you start to have this aura of light emanate from you. It is the Holy Aura spell. So I'll give you a second to read that.
All saving throws.
+3 if you're within 10 feet of me. No!
Everybody to jingle.
Seriously, let's work. Circle round the jingle is the new thing.
So you know what I want? No, I won't step out of the cloud yet. I'll wait.
Okay. And let me just check something. Yeah. And so you feel this light emanate, and you see you see Talos, this avatar of Talos, turn and look up into the air to where you know that beholder is, and even though you're in the fog cloud, Gaxif and Jingle and even Oddmond, you can kind of see this like almost supernaturally through the fog. Like you can just for you guys, you're really more seeing like the form of him, like a silhouette, and he reaches his hand out, and he says, so he turns to Jingle Right, says, "You have been heard," and then he reaches his hand up and says, "You have been seen."
Oh, you fucked everybody!
And then kind of he just turns into a lightning bolt and arcs around the room for a minute, and then diminishes, and he's gone.
That's amazing.
This is like when the rock music starts picking up.
God.
The Zeppelin starts playing.
Now it's a boss fight.
All right.
That should do it.
Anything else,
for
Jingle?
me. No, I think that's plenty for a turn.
Yeah, I think that's your turn.
Good guy comes in, gets his ass kicked for like a minute, and then he catches the fist of the bad guy. You know, it's like, really?
Yeah,
Let's
this
do
thing's
this.
still alive.
Yeah.
Now, let's not be overconfident, having done no points of
Yeah,
damage.
that's true. That's fair.
All its abilities. Okay.
Whoa. Oddman Zig did points of damage. Come on.
Sorry.
True.
Single digit points
has
of
done
damage.
infinitely more damage than we have.
Correct.
1 is greater than 0.
Percentage-wise, it's infinity.
All right. You guys see that Belcor's is actually facing away from you guys, but all of its eye stalks are facing towards you. But it's what it starts to do. It's like kind of pointed, looking like it's big eyeball. So the beholder has like one central eyeball in the mouth, and it has all the eye stalks. And those eye stalks are articulated. They can look wherever they want. The central eye was looking over here at this wall, while all the eye stalks were like looking over you guys. And he slowly turns and looks at you, Jingle. And as he does so,
Can he see Jingle?
Well,
Yeah, he has so
He's
many eyes.
glowing. And he's got the
So-
eyes, and he's a
Yes,
beholder.
he can, because as he turns there, as his gaze swipes through,
Oh,
the fog
no.
cloud is gone.
Oh,
And he says, what have you done? This was a gift from Lord Asarerak. And he's gonna start shooting some eye beams.
dear. Here comes.
The hero
All right.
catches the fist, and then the bad guy throws a leg and knocks him.
Yeah, you're right in the balls.
Jingle, go ahead and make a dex save.
And we do get advantage on all these, correct?
Yeah, whatever
Well, you
that
definitely
holy
do.
aura spell.
Which if you choose.
He gets disadvantage, I think is what it said.
Creature of your choice.
Well, that'd be on an attack. This is not an attack.
Have advantage on all saving throws.
Yeah. All right. So that was a dex. Sorry.
Wait, creature of your choice, when you cast a spell, shed dim light in a 5-foot radius and have advantage on a... So anyone within 30 feet of you when that happened
Which was everybody.
would get advantage on all saving throws as long as that spell is active.
Advantage +3 if they're within 10 feet of me.
Right.
So that's a 21.
Okay, so this green beam shoots out and crashes into you. You're able to shrug off the impact of that.
Oh.
Boom.
Jeremy, another beam, a yellow beam, shoots out and tries to hit you. Go ahead and make a dex save.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. You are. Yep. You are able to shrug off the effect.
Yep.
And a purple ray shoots out at.
Oddman.
Come on, you. Of all the good I've done so far.
So
Who did
Ketchum,
it
go
shoot
ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh fuck.
All right. Yeah, you shrug off the effects.
Go Paladins.
By the way, if it was fear, I'm immune. And everyone within 10 feet of me is also immune.
I don't know why you would remind me of this.
I assumed you were rolling.
Because you are a just DM, that's why.
You are just, and is obviously rolling randomly for his beams. But, like, if it's fear-based...
So, Troy, real quick, behind this orb, like I'm getting vision blockage behind this thing.
Yeah, let me go ahead and remove that now.
Yeah.
Just make sure his vision blockage is the same as everyone else's. If we're gonna have vision
I mean, that's
blockage.
fine with me. He can do a lot more damage than I can, so...
All right, Ketchum, you are up.
Okay. How far above the ground is he?
Currently about 40 feet.
40 feet.
Probably less. Probably about 30 feet now, because it is a dome.
30 feet. He's a large creature.
He is a large creature.
Would you say then that if I was to be just spontaneously on top of him, that I could just ride him for like a second,
Yes.
like a dragon or some such, without incurring a grappling effect?
Yeah, if you wanted to stay on there, it would become challenging relatively quickly.
I only need to stay on there, to my mind, until I can just wham him one time, right?
If
I
you
want
can get up there, you can stay on him for the duration of the round without a problem.
Very well. Misty step to the top of the beholder.
All right. Bloop. I'm just gonna put you on the side. Well, actually,
right.
Hold on.
But like, I mean, it's like I mean to be like
I can put you up there.
riding a full ice stalk, and if I have any, like,
you're held on. Yeah.
If I have any say in it, be towards the back end of the tent. You know what I mean? Since they're all pointed the same way. Right.
Yep. Okay, you're there.
And yeah, I pretty sure that's all I've got. Yeah, it is. It is this time.
Okay.
So I will mark that down on my spell slot, and I hope to God it works.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm rereading the subtle rules of some of my sorcery stuff here.
Sure.
Okay, so I have. All right, I am going to. Let me see here. I don't know what a beholder does, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cast a mirror image on myself. Bloop.
Okay. So you attempt to, but it doesn't seem to do anything.
Meh. Okay, so does that mean
you feel like No, it does not, because you speak the words and you make them the motion with your hands. You feel like there was just nothing there. Like you're just a normal person. It's as if
Kazam.
As if a normal commoner attempted to do so. Nothing. They don't lose a spell slot because they have no magic to lose.
Okay.
30 feet.
I think I have an idea of what's happening here. Very good.
Yeah,
Can
normal
I-
commoner.
What way is the beholder looking? Is the beholder looking at me?
He's currently looking due south.
Okay, very good then. I am going to
Go ninja, go ninja.
hold on. Sorry, wrong way.
That was your action. You didn't use a spell slot, but it was your action.
Oh, that's my action. Oh my. Well,
So you got movement and a bonus remaining.
hang on. Ah, shit. Hold on. I'm reopening up this business again here. I have empowered. Hold on. I have empowered, careful, and quickened, and I don't think either one of them lets me do what I want to right now. And no casting time. Extend, empowered. No. And careful. All right, fine. I'm totally and utterly hosed. Thus ends my turn.
Okay. Jeremy.
That's how so many of our turns end. And
So
I am
deflating.
fucked.
So deflated.
Okay. How high? So this like ledge that has the gold in it, is it just like 5 feet up? So is it
It's
just like 5
less.
feet?
It's
just
it's
like, okay. And
It's like a foot.
And now that Ketchum is on top of the beholder, is it? Did it sink at all, or is it still like 30 feet up?
It's still 30 feet up. It might have
And-
sunk like a few inches, but then it was able to rebound
Right.
up.
So
like-
then, how big? So at what point is the lowest point that I could hit it with a weapon? So based on how big it is, like if it's 10 feet, if it's 10 feet in diameter, then it's really its bottom's only 20 feet high.
Yeah, that's fine. We can call it that. It's the bottom part of it is 20 feet up. Sure.
Okay. All right. Okay, gonna go cat again. I'm gonna go anime again. All right.
No.
It is.
Big eyes, huge bosoms, fan
Yeah.
service,
Let me just see how
bikinis
far.
for Jeremy Perry.
This is okay. So it's 20, 40. Okay. If I were to run, and I were to go, and where is the flame sword? Does Ketchum have it, or is it by the ball?
No, it's all of your gear is sitting below. It's sitting right next to the
it's even
large
better.
sphere that is now crashed into the
well,
ground.
No,
Okay. So 10.
and- I'm sorry, but just to be clear, DM, I was holding all my stuff the entire time.
You were holding
Can I
your
just-
stuff,
Right.
but I
Right.
think the flame sword
Right.
would have been on the ground.
Right.
Okay. So I'm gonna go over here, pick up my sword, and then I can run up here, run over here.
Let's see.
I have 40 feet of movement.
Yes, you could get there. You could get to
Okay.
the wall with about 35 feet.
Okay. Could I spring? Could I jump and like spring off the board and slice at him with the sword?
Ninja Gaiden! Ninja Gaiden style!
You would not have the movement to get that high.
Because
You
it
would-
would be 5 against the wall, and then 5 back, and then 20 feet up.
Right. You're missing 20 feet of movement.
And based on that, if I were to use my bonus action then to like sprint,
Yeah.
A
would
rope-
would like falling give him an attack of opportunity if that existed from a mechanic standpoint?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that then. Okay, I'll just run over here. I'm just gonna run over, pick up the sword.
Okay.
And then spend my movement speed still running back here. So I'll use for my 40 feet, go like 14. Yeah.
Fine. Yep.
Okay. And then I will set a reaction to if he comes down. If he comes in within me, if he were to somehow come in within melee range of me, I will swipe at him.
Yeah. Okay.
And then that'll end my turn.
All right. Gaxif.
All right, I'm gonna move. Actually, I'm gonna turn invisible first as my action.
You try to. It does not seem to do anything.
Fuck. I botched
Womp,
that.
womp, womp.
Botched that so fucking hard.
He's looking at you, Swan.
In that
No.
case,
Mages are better. We learn our magic from school and
I'm gonna try to stay as close to Jingle as I can, and move to like here. Oh wait, Jingle's already given me what he can give me, right? So
Intervention from a god? Yes.
fuck. God, I botched that so hard.
Jeremy, do you not have like a bonus dash or a bonus like hide or something as a level 10 rogue?
How high up is the guy?
He is his butt is 20 feet off the ground. So I'm now going to start referring to how high up he is based upon the lowest.
The lowest
the
point.
butt level.
The butt level.
Butt level height.
All right, I'm gonna move.
if he was Mark Sanchez, this is the part that would cause the.
This would be the fumble level.
Well, it's not really clear to me if his butt would actually be.
Dabbable?
Probably be a little bit higher because
I'm gonna
He's a
move to
sphere.
there,
So
and
some parts have to be higher than others, and this is a domed room.
it's not like it's
so-
an exhaust port necessarily. It has to point
Right,
pointing
yeah.
down.
Yeah, you don't have to
Right.
turn at the last second to get to it.
I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna move there, and I use my action to do nothing. So I'm gonna move to there.
Okie doke. Jingle. Yaka is still motionless in your hand.
Fantastic. I'm gonna drop him to the ground.
Okay. Ting!
He's safe there.
And he is looking in my direction. We determined we can't cast, or he's looking, correct?
That is correct.
Well,
We
that's
have
been that's been true for every other party member thus far.
So I will start rotating him in the direction that he's looking.
It seems to be conal of some kind.
not totally conal, because Jeremy couldn't get it either where he was, and that would be a big cone, a very wide.
Jeremy
cone.
couldn't cast a spell.
No, I couldn't. I could not cast a spell. He is factually correct.
Yeah.
Did you try to cast a spell?
Well, no, not
Okay.
necessarily, but I couldn't cast it. I'm pretty sure even if I
He
wanted to
is-
cast
he
it,
is
I was like, what are we
Absolutely
talking
correct.
about here? What's like Jeremy casting spells now?
Things that he's looking at, things don't seem to be working. That's our knowledge.
30 foot. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
And I am going to cast a guiding bolt level.
Okay. So that does hit him for. Let's check something here.
Would be 21 unless there's something else going on.
Okay. So that does hit him. And so whoever hits him, well, yeah.
They'll have advantage anyways.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna
Okay.
yell, "Let's jingle, bitch!"
I love how it's a verb for everything. Okay.
All right. So. All right. Let's see. Ketchum, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, please.
With advantage.
Oh, okay.
+3.
+4 for me. I have the cloak as well.
Ooh, all right. So this grayish white beam shoots up at you, but you are able to shrug off the effect. Let's see.
A gray beam sounds very deadly, so I'm super glad I dodged that.
Gaxif, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
+3.
That will not do it. And
Not
you
plus
are...
3.
Yeah, it still won't do it.
Oh no.
You are now feared. Which you know what that does. All right.
Wait, that was Gaxif?
That was
okay.
Gaxif.
Yep, alright.
And Jeremy, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Advantage. Wisdom.
Okay. Yeah, you shrug off your effects.
All right.
All right, and he's gonna move.
Uh-oh. Is it just me who lost audio?
I'm still here.
No.
Can you hear? Yeah.
Oh,
Still
no,
here.
Troy. Okay. I don't know if you cut out Troy or what, but like the sound cut out for the music
No,
at the
no.
same time.
We're all good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here. All right, and Ketchum, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. DC 10 to stay on top of him.
Oh my god.
All right, you hold on to one of those eye stalks as he floats around.
I got you, bitch!
All right, and he does turn.
Again? So many things.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
dear.
turning and looking at Jingle.
Because I told him who I am.
Does Yaka
Ketchum.
come back to life?
He
Okay.
does actually. Good point. As
Oh!
Belcor's turns,
Well done!
Yaka like pops up into the air and just like finishes the punchline.
So now we know. We just needed to spell magic and he'll be gone forever. Okay.
And,
all right.
and then he of course says, "Oh hey Jingle, what are you doing?" Ding.
Yaka, yaka, yaka.
Oh, sorry.
Cool.
Yeah,
Wait,
Ketchum.
yeah, no, it's me, right? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So, let me just confirm one thing real quick on my thing. Alright, next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack. Okay, yes. So I will hit it with my Warhammer.
Okay. That'll hit it.
That'll hit. Okay, and I will apply a blinding smite to that. And let me bring that up.
That seems good.
Okay, so in addition to the 9 there, let's see.
He has a disadvantage against this too because of the holy aura.
So you would have to have cast this before you hit.
Is that true? Okay. Can I
Well, you
didn't
get two.
realize that?
You get 2 attacks, right?
Yeah, I do. Can I erase the previous attack and apply the blinding smite to the next 2 attacks that I try to do? I honestly didn't know that.
Yes, that's fine. Let me add his health back.
Why not just apply it to your second one?
Because it might not hit.
He gets 2 shots from it.
Alright, so here I go. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Alright. Let's see. Alright, here we go. 1, 2.
Okay. And you have advantage, so both of them do hit. So they do 20 damage total.
Okay.
But no.
Plus 3d8.
Roll your
and
3d8.
blinding. Yeah, I'm gonna roll it. Roll 3d8. Plus another 20.
Nice.
And now he's got to make a saving throw.
With disadvantage because of the holy aura.
Yep, alright. Constitution, yep.
What's the save?
Damn Teamwork!
Higher than 11.
Teamwork! It's higher than 11. Fucker's blinded and can't see anybody.
What's gonna work? Teamwork.
All right. So you see the central eye, his central eye, Ketchum, what you're like kind of hovering over as you're slamming the war into him, frost over as if it has like a cataract on it. But you do see that the eye stalks remain normal.
Okay.
Not
that's
really,
okay.
because I thought it was like one creature.
No. That's
That would
great.
be just...
That's fine.
The anti-magic stuff is done now.
Yeah, okay, well, I'd hoped for total, you know, just
Hey,
worthlessness, but, you know, I'll take it.
you did 40 damage and you fucking blinded him.
Nah. Well, most of him. There's still 9 eyes that can still see, which are the biggest problems.
All right, Oddman Zig. Ketchum, you're staying up there?
This is where Oddman
Oh,
Zig
fuck yeah!
lights him
Yeah,
the fuck
where am
up.
I gonna go? I am a mace-hitting thing. I'm gonna definitely stay up there and wallop him
Oh, and Yaka pops back up.
to my full degree. Yeah, I'm
First
on
of all,
the stock.
Why is the
I would like
floor
to
as low
share
as I
my
can go?
utter relief that Yaka came back. I was really worried he wasn't gonna make it. Having lost a pet in this game, I can surely know the loss deep within my soul.
Yes.
Lost a pet. Lost 2 dudes.
Lost a rubber chicken. You shut your mouth.
Yeah, Steve Dark Magic was better than 1,000 chicken.
Mr. Squeaks. We all love Mr. Squeaks.
Mr. Squeaks was okay. Yeah, he was alright.
Agree to disagree. So, from the safety of this doorway here, I see no reason to enter whatsoever at this point. But what I will do is I will fireball the shit out of him while using a sorcery point to shield my friends.
Okay.
Is that good for everybody? I hope so. All right, here we go. No whammies.
Is it a deck save for him?
It is a dex save according to the posting, yes.
Minus
With
whatever
this-
that would be because of blinding.
With disadvantage.
Well, it's just disadvantage, yeah.
No.
Which he already had. All right. So yeah,
He has
takes
all the
28 damage.
disadvantage that could be applied.
And he is now bloodied.
Well, what?
We're getting
We're
there.
hurting him,
It
boys.
was bloody, but I just cauterized the wound.
Thus ends my turn.
Okay.
Punish him.
And there
We can
he
hurt
is.
him. We can finish him before his next
How
turn.
tall is,
If it can bleed,
How
it can
tall-
die.
How tall is this ball? Is the sphere?
The ball is about 10 feet tall.
Can I do my springboard attack again on him?
You can try.
I would, yes, but I try to do my springboard attack. It's the
Right.
13, 7, and then I can use my bonus action as a disengage. So I'll like roll, like I'll swing, and then I'll like do a backflip to disengage.
Okay.
Is
Make
my
an
idea.
acrobatics check.
Okay.
All right, you're able to do it.
All right.
Okay, so you run over here, you bounce off of the top of this, and you can do
And the
one
s-
melee attack. while
The
you're in
sneak
air.
attacks begin.
If I can hit,
Everything's a sneak attack when you're blind.
I'm gonna use a luck die.
Why?
Did the 13 hit? Did the 13 hit?
No, it did not.
So I only roll one of them, right?
Correct.
Yeah, you can roll one, a single d20, to which we will add 9.
Okay.
Let's do a d20 plus 9.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Ah,
So you just whip.
Holy shit.
you nicked
then-
it! You nicked it!
and land back on the ground.
Dude, I'm sorry. That's rough. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
That was awesome,
whip,
though.
and then I'll just like land, and then I'll just like land and do my superhero land and get ready and like look to see how much damage I did, and then be thoroughly disappointed that I missed.
And you took your bonus to disengage, right?
I did take my bonus to disengage.
All right. Jaxif.
We're gonna get him. You're gonna
I know,
cut his
I'm gonna do
eyeballs.
0 damage to this guy.
No, you're gonna
So-
cut his eye stalks off. It's gonna be. I
So
have
Gax,
full
if you've
faith
got
in
to
you.
you've got to take your full movement away from him.
Does he have a?
Is that
any
what
kind of
frightened
throw he can
means?
Yeah.
Yep.
make? You have
it
no
says
throw.
a
and
frightened
no
creature
shooting?
has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. A creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Oh, he's not terrified.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to move closer. I don't want to do that. I'm good with that anyway.
No.
You
No,
good
sorry.
with the current distance?
This is the equivalent of the fear spell.
So it says frightened.
So where do I go?
As
South.
far away.
As far away as possible.
So I'm heading
And you
like
take
south of Zig and everything.
Yep. You
Alright.
keep on trucking. You
Like,
went out.
just
But until you don't have line of sight. When you don't have line of sight, then you can make wisdom saving throw.
break out until you're out of line of sight.
I'm out,
Which
boys.
would be no wait. How big is the orb? Does it obscure line of sight from the beholder?
Definitely not.
No,
Okay.
no,
well,
no.
then into the tunnel you go.
Doesn't have line of sight, and the creature can make a wisdom saving throw at that point. So
So if the creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't,
I guess I
you've gotta
move to
take your
here.
you got to take your full dash.
You get your
Yeah,
full
so you
dash.
basically have to move to here.
All right,
Right,
so I'm
you gotta, like,
I
move-
can
Oh,
move.
yeah, it's full
I
dash,
can move
it'll be farther.
50. So let's see. It's 25 to there. 35.
Would you want to run serpentine just so that you?
So I can get to the. I can get to here.
Yeah.
No,
Alright.
that was a joke. You know,
And
serpentine.
then a wisdom
So that's where
saving
you
throw.
go. Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
That'll do it. You are no longer feared.
All right. Good luck,
You
fellas.
said- yeah, you have your movement now, don't you?
All right.
No,
Jingle.
I do not.
No, he's
Oh,
got
you know,
nothing.
I thought your dash action
No.
was a bonus action.
He-
You do
he's
have your
just-
bonus action.
No, he's just back in the
No,
mix.
my
Yeah, your bonus action. Oh, no, he doesn't,
Actually, no,
because
he doesn't have anything.
That was his dash,
the-
yeah.
I got
No,
it.
saving, well,
he's
also, the
back in
saving throw
mix.
happens after the end of your turn.
Right.
Okay.
So he's
Yeah,
he's
I'm-
just able to return later. Jingle, you're up.
So I'm gonna.
Hit him.
Yeah, I am.
Keeping in mind your good friend Ketram is right atop him.
I'm gonna do. So let me paste that with the. Card.
Cool.
He's floating.
That's what I wanted to ask because it doesn't give anything.
No, it
I
doesn't.
think it's fine. I think it's
No, it's a 30-foot radius, which
Yeah,
means
and I think
30
it is
foot
It says you
in
strike the
a
ground,
dome.
creating a burst of divine energy that ripples outward from you. So hitting the ground and then it ripples.
I mean, that can
outward.
go outward
I mean,
and
I'm-
that
In
kinda
a
goes out and out.
30-foot radius, which is a dome.
I think it expands like a dome out from him.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's cool.
But it
doesn't
hurts.
specifically
Does
say
it hurt
only-
friends?
No, I can.
Of your choice.
Of my choice.
Creature you choose within 30 feet.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's
Alright,
like
so
a
let's-
thunder wave whip.
God, that's a lot
All
of
right, he
damage.
fails.
Oh,
Fails. So go ahead and roll your. Or did you already? Oh, you already did. So it's 13 damage.
Yeah, that wasn't a great roll.
the hell it's not. It's 13 damage.
Well. It's
Okay.
for a
Wait,
level
wait.
5
Wait,
evocation.
5d6 plus
I get
5d6.
I get another 5d6.
Yeah,
Okay. Go ahead and roll that.
another 15 on top of that one.
Okay. And he's actually also knocked prone.
Oh, he's ground level! Weapon range!
Whoa, no, it's not. It's 4. As well as 5d6 or radio. Oh, it's damage. That gets you.
Yeah, you
sorry.
get counters of if
Yeah.
they don't pass, then you get the other.
Weapon range!
Yeah.
Time
So he
for
drops-
the stabs!
He drops down to the ground.
He's on the ground. Finish him. Finish him.
I want to look
Finish him.
in. I want to look into his big cloudy eye and say,
Fatality!
"It's Jingle, bitch."
You
And he'll take another 5 damage from falling damage.
That's an awesome,
What's
awesome
fair is
spell.
fair.
Doing a lot of good stuff here, Jingle. I gotta say, a lot of good stuff.
All right,
Summoning
Jingle,
a
you done?
god,
That's it.
great.
All right, so
What you just did there, very good.
so he grunts and roars in kind of rage as he hits the ground, and you can tell his eye sockets start to. He's very uncomfortable on the ground. He is able to like right himself up and float back up 10 feet.
You ready to give up yet?
Okay, and
Oh fuck.
yeah,
Okay.
Jingle, make a dex save.
+3.
Self-destruct Pel.
With advantage.
Oh,
So 19.
19.
Yeah. All right. So this green beam shoots out at you, but you're able to just dodge out of the way.
We're fucking ducking and weaving this guy's eye beams. Oh man.
Jeremy, make a strength saving throw.
Oh, really?
With advantage.
I know.
+3. 11.
Yeah. All right. So this blue beam comes up,
This might
wraps
hurt.
around you, and starts to lift you off the ground.
Okay.
It pushes you here and raises you 25 feet off the ground.
Okay.
And you are now restrained as this beam wraps around you.
Okay.
Yep. All right. And Ketchum. First, yeah, make a dex save. Okay, you're able to stay on top of them.
Nice. Riding this bitch.
All right, a yellow beam strikes out at you. Make another dex save.
Hmm.
All right, good enough. You're able to shrug off the effects. All right, Ketchum, you're up.
Oh, you stupid blob. You fucked up. Let's see. Let me see. For this first one, next time you hit with the mail. Okay, so let me just first do my regular Warhammer attack, right? Da-da. I'm almost tempted to do the terror mace and see what would happen if I was riding it and it tried to flee from me. But I feel like that would introduce just like too much chaos into this whole situation. So
Okay, that first strike does not hit.
does not hit. Okay, all right. Second strike, and I will be applying a smite to this.
Okay, that does hit.
And the smite I apply is the Wrathful Smite. So a 1d6, and
to the next time you hit.
Yeah, and I guess it is frightened of me, so I guess we'll see what happens.
Well, no, to the next time you hit.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
Reading's hard.
It can be. Okay, an extra 2 to that guy.
When you hit.
Next time you hit. You had to declare that before.
I
Might
did
has to go before.
before I hit the strike, the Warhammer strike. I
didn't.
did declare it. I did declare the smite before I clicked the button. Said I will be applying a strike, and then I clicked.
No, right. After you hit him, you then said, "And I smite him."
No, I said I'll be applying a smite. Click the roll attack. So this smite should apply to the attack that struck this guy. If it had missed, I would have just wasted a spell slot.
Fine, I'll just give it to you. All right, so he takes the 2 damage, and now he has
We'll
a
check
wisdom
the
saving
tape,
throw.
but I'm confident in my.
Okay. All right, so wisdom saving throw. Oh, fails it.
Which he fails badly. So he's frightening me, but I am riding him. I don't even know what that means. That's on you,
I don't
DM.
know. We'll find out. All right,
That's on
Zig.
you.
All right. He is still facing north, and he's prone, right?
No, he's 10 feet up in the air.
No, he's 10 feet up in the air.
Oh, he's 10 feet up in the air. Okay. Right. Okay. So, but he's facing north.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna walk into the room. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna hit him with some chilling touch, and I'm gonna do that right now.
Okay. Can you tell us what it does besides?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You have
Yeah,
advantage too.
I do have advantage. Should I roll? Oh, well. Should I roll another one for advantage?
Unless you want to keep
just
the 10.
just cast it again, and we'll use the
Yeah, sounds
damage
like
from the
that,
first one, but we'll see if the attack roll hits. Neither one hits. Doesn't matter.
Womp womp. All right. That's my turn.
All right, Jeremy.
Damn.
Okay. I still
Unlucky,
have
man. Unlucky.
my bow on my back because that wasn't metal.
You haven't gotten your pack yet. You dropped.
Well, I
your
never
pack,
dropped my
remember?
pack. I would have dropped my bow. I would have thought that the bow was like attached to like my shoulder or something.
Oh, you definitely dropped your pack.
Okay, that's fine. If that's on my back, that's fine.
Otherwise, you were stuck to that orb that whole time.
Okay, I just
No,
didn't know my pack.
you
My bow
said-
would have been in my pack.
I think
My
just
bow
like
would've been not
technically
attached to
bow
my
is
back.
in your back.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, I get it. It's attached to my pack, I guess is the better way
Yeah.
to say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, there's nothing I can do, so can I just try to break free? Because I'm up in the air. Gonna make a saving
Let
throw to
me,
try to break
yeah,
free?
let me double check here what you can do. No, you can't do anything.
Okay then. Good turn. Good job, guys. Get him.
Troy,
And I brace for the fall, and I brace for the inevitable fall. That when the tea party kills him and I fall, I want to try to minimize the fall damage, so I brace for it.
Okay.
Troy, I've typed my theory of fleeing when I'm riding into the chat.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Gaxif.
All right, so I'm free of the fear, right?
You are. Mm-hmm.
I can move 15 there to 10 there, so I can basically move to where
You can see him.
we'll call it Oddman's spot.
Just outside the door.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast I'm gonna hit him with a lightning bolt.
Okay.
At 4th level.
Woo!
For 30 damage.
Okay. Ketchum, go ahead and make a dex save.
Oh no, because I'm riding him.
I got 3
What a
fucking ones on that roll, by the way.
What a mess! A good thing you did, man.
Yeah,
you're trying to
that's-
electrocute me.
That's a
I
terrible
was getting a
roll.
lot of that.
Terrible roll.
All right.
It's a 20 plus a 4, so it's still a solid, a standard 24.
Okay, so he takes the damage.
Okay.
And I ride his fleshy ass right over it.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
I'm not exactly clear on how Ketchum avoids the damage, but I think this might be an example of the whole
Paladin.
viewed him from
No,
from
yeah,
Talos.
Paladin. Yeah, Paladin
Kind of
got
comes back out, and you can see the shine of radiance, kind of the lightning arcs around Ketram instead of hitting him.
I am a paladin.
So,
I have godly
what
powers.
was that? You done?
Gaxef, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's I'm done.
It's a pretty good turn.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna grab back into my pack, which is still snugly
For
on my back,
30. I mean,
and I'm gonna grab my staff of the python, and I'm gonna throw the python at
What
him
else can I do?
in the attempt to constrict him.
Okay.
So basically, I want to summon the python.
Yeah.
And
How
have it
big? Can you post the text of the? Or yeah, hold on. Let's do
Yeah,
this.
it's gonna have to be a big effing python to get 4 times around a 20
It's a
foot
giant.
creature.
It's a giant python, giant constrictor snake.
Okay.
100 feet in length.
So here's
Hey, Andy. How do you measure a snake?
Giant constrictor snakes are huge, which is one size bigger than large.
Whoa!
All right, so you're generally supposed to do this by throwing it on the ground, as it says here.
I mean, I'll throw it on the ground and then kind of let it take its turn.
You said it went to the ground, right? Or close.
Well, if
I
it's
can
on the
throw it to the
ground, like you can't then throw the snake at like.
No,
you
but-
can
but I
definitely
figure
not throw
it
a
can-
giant snake.
I mean, I figure giant snake's gonna probably be able to reach up towards somebody who's fairly lowish.
Okay, all right. So
Like a clown, you just get. Whoa, holy shit!
Let's just fuck this entire. Let's just fuck this entire battle up.
This is the craziest shit since Double Octopus.
Didn't double
Oh,
octopus
come
happen
on.
multiple times?
all right, so on your next turn, you'll be able to.
Well, does it not?
The
How does
python
this
is
work?
now bigger
Is
than
it gonna
the
happen?
beholder.
Is it gonna happen on my turn,
It
or
is.
does it get a turn?
Guys,
Technically,
I
it
had to
is.
zoom out to see the python. Just saying.
Zoom out.
Like, does it get
Actually, hold on. Yeah, so hold
a
on.
turn order behind me, or do I do it on my turn?
You can say what you want it to do, and then it will do it on its turn.
Okay. I would like it to attempt to constrict this beholder.
I know I always tell my python what to do, and it does it on my turn.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
for reference.
Otherwise, what the hell are we doing here? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, sir, it's all uncoordinated.
All right. All right. Ketchum, go ahead and make a dex saving throw.
Another one? I feel like I've had to make enough by now. I just assume.
oh.
Is it still with
He
advantage?
gets He gets what? +4? You said.
+4.
You do get a +4 to this?
Yeah, per my cloak. My cloak.
I
I've
think
got
that's
my
already that's already
my-
taken into consideration.
my standard aura. No, it.
Stop
Oh,
trying to kill your party members, Jeremy.
it might.
No,
be
his is just heads.
on
Just
the-
shows
on the dex
+4 from the
No, from the regular.
fishing.
I think.
Take off the cloak, and it's going to be a +3.
I don't.
It does, because my
It would-
ring automatically gives it to me too.
It would take me like a half an hour to take off the cloak with
Which
learning the
cloak
mechanics
is this?
of.
The gold pen cloak?
No, it's the cloak of protection. You gave us all one magic item, and
but I'm-
paladins already have a plus to their saving throws of their charisma modifier to them and everyone at my level within 10 feet of them. At
I'm
further
just
levels
looking at your
within 30
character
feet.
sheet, and I don't see the item.
And then cloak of protection is I put it in my it's like in the dark vision, dwarven resilient, stone cutting, divine sense thing. Cloak of protection's further down there. AC +1, saving throws +1. That's my magic item.
Oh, saving throws +1, so it's a 13.
Yeah, why would it be a? It's definitely not a. Why would it be a +4?
Because of the aura of
His aura +1 is what he's
aura
saying.
because of aura of bestness.
What you
no,
Is it what you rolled +1?
Oh, because at level 6 you begin to get party members and you a +3 on all saving throws, right?
Correct. With my aura of protection.
Which add your +1.
It's aura +1.
Charisma modifier which is 3 in this case.
Yep. Okay.
Plus the cloak.
Plus the 1 from the cloak. Okay, got it.
Everyone gets +3. I get +4.
I appreciate the +3, by the way. I appreciate that.
Okay, all right.
Everyone should fucking appreciate it. It cost me many awesome class bonuses.
Well, you stay on top of them.
Fuck yeah!
And he is gonna go. Where does he want to go? I think he's gonna want to go here.
He wants to go down.
And go up.
He wants to die. He's had a long enough life. He's tired of it.
We're killing this asshole.
So you are now, Ketchum, you are nearly up against the ceiling. So he's about the bottom of him is about 40 feet up as he's gone straight up.
Okay.
That sucks.
And yeah, I mean, I don't think he can do anything else because I think he had to use his action to do so.
Because he's trying to run away from me, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just attached to him.
Hey, where are you going?
Where are you going? Nowhere!
He also makes a save for the blind thing, right? What is that? So he's gonna wisdom check against the
No, he doesn't. He doesn't get that. No.
No, he does. but I'm trying to check out like my next turn, so I posted it before. If you
Constitution save for that.
With a disadvantage?
With disadvantage. What is the
What is my DC?
Spell DC, yeah.
Or be
15.
blinded until the spell ends.
Which is a minute, which has not.
Oh, there's no save?
It's a concentration. It's a concentration up to 1 minute.
I see. No, but yeah. Makes another Constitution saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
A creature blinded by the spell
it is no longer blinded.
At a 15 disadvantage. Yeah.
So it is now no longer blinded.
Fantastic.
Okay. But it is my turn, right?
Not yet. Because it also has a wisdom saving throw to try and stop the fear.
Didn't it already do that?
No.
She did not do.
Your spell DC is only 15, Hillers?
It's a charisma thing, and I'm building into strength to
He's
hit
not a
with the
caster.
strikes.
Okay, all right.
Paladins are not primary casters.
That's fine. I got you.
Now it is your turn, Ketchum.
Okay, blinding smite again. I have another.
So cast the smite. So cast the smite and then do your melee.
Right, and at the next one that hits.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I have 2.
Yeah, it's not your next attack. It's...
For the spell's duration.
Right.
Right.
So you can miss the first one and hit the second one, and it'll still take effect.
Correct.
And even if you miss both this turn, on the next turn, the first one
would still go. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Good.
That hits.
Yes.
Get bent.
So go ahead and roll your 3d8. And it is blind.
Wow. Incredible. Okay.
All right.
Well, that's fucking amazing. All right.
So your back is like pressed up against the ceiling, and you're wailing on this guy.
Just missing all over. Yeah. Just barely grazing.
You have advantage, so I think so. You can reroll that attack.
Okay.
How do you want to do this, Ketchum?
Oh, sweet! You fucking killed him. All right. With the last one, I can see that I've opened up a weak point in whatever the fontanelle part of a beholder is, the top of its skull, and I'll just flip the warhammer over with one hand riding an eye stalk.
And he cuts out.
Oh, he
cuts out. His mic cuts out.
It works. It does. The enthusiasm makes up for it.
Hillers.
We can't hear you.
Hillers, you cut out, buddy.
You can't hear us.
We can't hear you.
Barely. Actually, I heard him a little bit.
He is yelling so much right now.
Nope. We got nothing. We're so excited to hear how this is going to go. And
Really? That's how you did it? That's all you did? That seems kind of lame, Hillers.
it was
Why did
really,
you grab it
really
by the
disappointing.
stalk?
I gotta be honest.
Grabbed it by the stock. That's how you killed it? You just grabbed it by the stock? That seems lame.
A poke it in the eye.
Oh.
He
Check
three
that
stooges
again,
it to
man.
death.
God.
The white guy, huh?
Three Stooge.
Oh, we got a uno momento.
We got a finger. Un momento, senores.
You might have pulled the cord out.
If you can't hear us, it's no help.
Oh, I
Click,
guess
click,
that's true.
pop, click, click, pop.
Nope. Nothing.
Still nothing.
You need to pay more than $5 for your
This is
headset.
actually kind of better.
It's kind of better, yeah. How would you guys think Hillers would finish this? What do we think?
Three Stooges.
Maybe we should come up. Maybe we should come up with how he would finish a
Let's
beholder.
give him one more minute.
We can- he's now surrounded in cables. He's,
What? Now?
oh yeah, we got you. All right.
Okay, I apparently thrashed so around so hard I hit the mute. But okay, so here was my notion, right? Okay, so it's a warhammer, right? I'm riding this thing. I got one hand. I pull the eye stalk, and I'm like, "Go to hell, you son of a bitch!" And then just flip the warhammer over, and just plummet into the soft spot of the skull, and just ride the blob down to the ground, where it would
Nice.
then just explode. You know,
Alright,
I just
we wasted all this time for that.
Ketchum, I want you to make one last dex save.
Wait, I need to get. Okay, there we are. Into the camera.
There it is. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. One last deck.
No,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
the deck save is because you're riding a beholder to his death to the ground.
All right, good
Yeah,
enough.
yeah.
All right, so you get to avoid the fall damage. You plunge the warhammer into the eye, and
Fuck
you
yeah.
surf it. You surf it down, like with just like your hands on the warhammer. You're on 2 feet, and it hits and just like splats like a tomato, like a rotten tomato, breaks open. And you kind of just like you do the little like Legolas hop off of it, kind of like
I
as
do.
it hits,
I do.
you just hop off and start walking away.
And I said, "Told you, bitches. What were you so afraid of?" And then I just ignore the giant snake and start picking up the treasure.
What were you so afraid of? Yeah. What's the big deal?
What's
Yeah.
the big deal? No problem. And then just start picking up the treasure and ignore the big python that is
And
there.
Jingle, I assume you retract the python.
I will, and I want to give a kick to the beholder and just say, "It's Jingle, bitch."
Well done.
All right.
Well done.
Yeah,
We fucking murdered that
what did he
thing.
call us? A bunch of frumps? Frump for this.
Yeah,
you know?
frump.
You said you
Yeah.
fight like
What about the stock? Eye
lumps.
stalks?
lumps.
Can I cut off one of the eye
Yes.
stalks? Thank you.
Yes.
Frumps.
We'll do treasure collection and all of that
Sure.
next week.
Next time. Well done, guys. 3 hours of
wow.
boss fight,
Beholder.
but we crushed it. It didn't hurt us at all.
No,
That
yeah,
was awesome.
you guys completely smushed it.
Well, let's be honest.
Oh my
We
god.
did it
Like,
because we did it because of Hiller, because of Jingle's divine intervention.
Hey man, it doesn't matter. Whatever
Hey.
gets us there.
Hey, it was blind the entire time. Someone was smushing it in the brain, just trying
We
to.
had advantage on all our saving throws.
Okay, that was most of it. I'll give Jingle the MVP here,
I'm
but
shocked that worked.
if we want an assist player, yeah, seriously, the five roll on the divine intervention on the
Shocked.
beholder,
yes.
Shocked.
top three
Yeah.
D&D roll moment there. I mean, that's like the likelihood
That
was,
was-
so low, the consequence was so high.
Well, I'm glad I could help out with this fight, guys. That was awesome.
Not everyone serves a purpose in every fight.